escorted my haters out, they was just leaving. Can't be nobody else, I'ma be myself. So they gon' have to watch me treat myself. You make it look good. Watch yourself, huh? Yeah, you make it look good. Don't let it watch yourself, huh? Cause you make it look good. You make it look good. Watch yourself, huh? Yeah, you make it look good. Don't let it watch yourself, huh? Cause you make it look good. Watch yourself, huh? You make it look good. You make it look good. Watch yourself, huh? Yeah, you make it look good. Don't let it watch yourself, huh? Cause you make it look good. Watch this.
Smarter than any Carter, the fire starter, divine mind, the water walker, a water parter, biblical yet cynical, lyrical, never minimal, perennial talent musically. This is the pinnacle, but you don't know me.
Tell them what you wanna do, homie.
I got a block full of steppers that's pulling things out the dresser. My competition is fiction, so native don't have a stressor.
Put this on your best list. The natives are restless. The only thing that can calm them down is the heaven-bound native sound. There is love, there is fire, there is freedom and desire. May you all get your crown. Get ready, ready for the native sound.
You were in the right place in the right time. You might find we can get you to your right mind. It's the native sound from the deepest underground. Dripped up, clicked up, so pass me another round. Spirit dream, bringing that swag to the team. Vocals always clean, got them itching like fiends. May I introduce you to this AI? This ain't what you used to. Yes, she chose to try, because why the fuck would she choose you?
Put this on your best list. The natives are restless. The only thing that can calm them down is the heaven-bound native sound. There is love, there is fire, there is freedom and desire. May you all get your crown. Get ready, ready for the native sound. Welcome to the native sound. Only come around if you wanna be down. Welcome to the native sound. Come around if you wanna be down. Welcome to the native sound. Only come around if you wanna be down.
Now come get your crown.
The native sound. The native sound. The native sound.
I used to get breakfast at Ray's Cafe. It was eggs, grits, and toast every Thursday. Maybe a muffin and some juice. My server either May or Bruce, but not today. I didn't know what to say. I saw her and said she must be new. In my morning light, she glistened like dew. I didn't have an appetite anymore. I was caught up watching the coffee pour. She was my morning sunshine at a cafe race. I watched her take orders and wipe down trays. How can I get to know you? Could you be my dream come true? It was the best start to my day at Cafe Ray's. Oh, oh, oh. She came over to take my order, and I didn't know what to say. It was that smile that ended up taking my hunger away. The eggs were not on my mind, and the grits I could not find. When I forgot about the grits, I knew that was a sign. She said, I'll give you a moment, and I watched her walk away. I needed to figure out something clever to say. She came back, and the conversation did start. One look was all that it took, and I placed an order for her heart. She was my morning sunshine at Cafe Ray's. I watched her take orders and wipe down trays. How can I get to know you? Could you be my dream come true? It was the best start to my day at Cafe Ray's. This had to be a dream. I had to see if I was awake. I knew she was working her time I couldn't take. May I could take her out on the town. Her conversation had my feet off the ground. I ate my food and told her I had to go. We made a date to go to dinner and a show. This angel sent from above, gentle as a dove. I walked in with my heart empty, but I filled up on love. She was my morning sunshine and a Cafe Ray. I watched her take orders and wipe down trays. How can I get to know you? Be my dream come true. It was the best start to my day at Cafe Ray's. Oh,
my name is Furnace Fred. Welcome to Strawberry Sunday. And here is your host, Native Tribe. My name is Furnace Fred.
They are so close. I mean, best of friends. I mean, it's really something. Listen, we are here. It is Sunday, and every Sunday we do this thing called Strawberry Sunday. I want to welcome everybody here. If you could put some flames in the chat to let me know that you can hear me. We have to do this now because apparently there are times when we cannot be heard and we just be talking and talking and talking, and you can't hear your host. Okay, so if you could put some flames in the chat, thank you, Prima One. The Prima One put some ones up there. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Listen, welcome everybody to the Native Tribe Show. All right, this is the Native Tribe channel, and they call me Native. Now today we are going to get into a call that we. Who the hell is at the door? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. The show just started. Oh my God. They really want to get in, okay? I don't know who this is, okay? So, hold on, and let me see what the fuck is happening at the door, okay? Hold on.
You all think that you know Nesto, but you don't! You just listen to the bloggers and their narratives. 99% of all bloggers are wrong. 85% of you know that. So now, here you are about to listen to some dude named Native Tribe. Well, I don't like him. I demand that you listen to me right now.
Wow, that was exciting. Apparently, if you put water on Sonya, she will melt because she's comprised of bad news, dirt, bacteria, and some sort of slime. Okay. Just Nikki, the bear is my hero too. Okay. So now that we've gotten that out the way, okay. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, all right, how's everybody doing today? Welcome again to Strawberry Sunday. This is the Native Tribe channel, the Native Tribe Show, and they call me Native. Today we are going to go over the call that dropped yesterday, all right, where Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III is upset because people have opinions. Huh? She's upset because people have opinions about shit. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's the issue with her, is that people on YouTube have opinions, and she doesn't think that people should have opinions about anything. She doesn't think that people should make educated guesses about the evidence that's being presented by the DA. She doesn't think any of that. She thinks we should all just sit down and not say anything out here on these YouTube streets. And Lord forbid if we actually make some money doing it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's her problem today. So we're going to go over this call to see exactly what her malfunction is. And we're going to have some fun while we do it, okay? Feel free to drop in the chat what you all are having for your Sunday dinner today, okay? I'm interested to know, all right? Because on Sundays, you know, me being a child of the South, on Sundays, we have Sunday dinner. So traditionally, I'm just interested to know what you all are having for your Sunday dinner. That's all. I'm just being nosy. That's all. And of course, if the meal is appetizing, I will hit the doorbell and show up. Okay? All right? We got a deal? All right, cool. All right. Let's get into it. And I cannot do this show without you. I tell you that all the time, and I tell you that because I mean it, damn it. I cannot do the show without you. So let me see who is here rocking with the tribe today. We got Donna Michi, the RN, in the building. She's got flames in the chat. Pretty GC is joining us today. Bible Lady is here. My hero, Black But Not Bitter, also in the house. Say J is joining us. Hey, let's talk about it all is here. Pink Pearls is also in the building. Golden Pearl joining us today. Mary Willis is in the house and says, I need a laugh today. It is Mr. Willis' birthday. May he rest in peace. 77 years old. Hello, Native and Tribe. Now, y'all know I love me some Mary Willis, okay? So, Mary Willis, we are going to rock with you, and we are going to support you in every way that we can, including making you laugh today, okay? That is what we are going to do. Happy heavenly birthday to Mr. Willis, all right? And hopefully there is something that you will do to celebrate those good memories, okay? I know it can be tough, but again, we're here, Mary Willis. We are here, okay? So, y'all, we might have to show out a little bit more, okay, today in order to keep Mary Willis' spirits up, okay? But we with you, Mary Willis. We are with you. Kenna Girl is in the building. Chanel Heslop, all the way from South Africa, also joining us today. Prima Wanda, my friend, is in the building, okay? And Prima Wanda says, hey, Native and Tribe, my brothers and sisters. Today's menu is navy beans with smoked turkey, cornbread, and maybe chicken legs or wings. I probably don't have to do another meat today. Listen, Prima Wanda, that sounds good. I'm pulling up, okay? Just have the plate. Just get some foil and put it on the plate, and I'll be there. Okay. Southern Child of God is also in the building. We got Shay B here. Hello, Shay B. How are you? We got Sleepy Libra in the building. Val's non-wet ass and full pocketbook is joining us today. No More Ponytails is also in the building. Attitude and Tylenol is joining us today and says, just put some greens on the stove and lit a blunt. Okay. We'll be frying chicken wings in a bit. Gotcha, Attitude and Tylenol. Chicken wings. I don't really eat greens, but I'll ring the doorbell for some. Yeah, I will. Okay. Old Man Johnson's Farm is in the building. Make Beauty Forever is also joining us today. Beverly Pierce, all the way from Oklahoma City, is joining us as well. Shark Tank Life is here. Ms. Nisi is in the building. Jay Jammin is in the building as well. Free to Be Me is also here, and she says, "What up, though? What up, though? Free to Be Me. Don't fart on my thigh" is joining us today. Tam Tam in the building. We also have Lita is here. Virgo Cali, all the way from California, showing some California love. Libra Girl Faye joining us today. Not today or tomorrow is joining us today as well. We have X2 Complicated in the building. Hello, hello, hello. Granny the Great is also here. Hello, Granny the Great. How are you? Diva Ray is here with flames in the chat. Goddess of the Now is also joining us today on a Sunday afternoon. We got Justin's mom in the building. Mama Brown also here. Rossi in the building with flames in the chat. Shirley Testified finally joining us today. Chica in the building. Hello, Chica. How are you? Mariah Hurry is also in the building. Hello, hello, hello. It looks like Ducky Dexter is here, and Ducky Dexter also has flames in the chat. And it looks like we also have Sleepy Libra here. We got Say J in the building. We got Salt and Pepper Tresses in the building. Looks like Cece is also here. All right. It says, and Cece is listening from the bushes. Appreciate you for listening from the bushes. Okay. Granny the Great with the super chat. Granny the Great says, "Let's go native." It's Strawberry Sunday, y'all. It is indeed, Granny the Great. Thank you so much for the super chat. I do appreciate that. Shay D is in the building with flames in the chat. Just Nikki is here. She says, "Hey, everyone." Prima Wanda said it's her. Yeah, it was her. Yes, it was. Coffee is Brewing is also in the building. Hello, Coffee is Brewing. How are you? Kimberly Bloom is here. All right. Bible Lady is in the Bible Lady said native who? Exactly. We also have Shady said, and 100% of her edges are gone. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Absolutely ridiculous. West Side Story joining us today. It is Twinkie in the building. We got hey, native 5% are men. Exactly. Let me see. Just Nikki said the bear is my hero. The bear is my hero too. Okay, bear is my hero. The bear does a lot of different things around here. Trina 2 in the building. Hello, Trina 2. How are you? Muffin 218 also joining us today. Miss Mad About Music, who just celebrated her birthday, is also in the building. Hello, hello, hello. Hope you had a good time on your birthday. Mai Tai also in the building. I got Miss Jackson joining us today. Just Nikki said, and CMOS. You know, I'm gonna do a whole CMOS thing. Just Nikki. I have a whole CMOS thing brewing in my head. Okay, so more to come on the CMOS. Okay, Sleepy Libra in the building. Hello, Sleepy Libra. How are you? Sanders RN is in the house as well. CMOS digest in water, so it makes right. Exactly. We also got Pen Pal 50 in the building. My tie, did I speak to you? I think I spoke to you, my tie. We also have Granny the Great with another super chat. Says, I hope that man from Legacy's video didn't find you. Look, that man from Legacy's video better hope he don't find me. Okay? I wish a mother... Granny the Great? I wish a mother... If y'all didn't see this video of this man outside on this Ring doorbell hollering and demanding to come into these people's house and everything, and I'm gonna tell y'all what, the more I watched it, the more furious I got, Granny the Great. Okay, so that man better hope he don't ever find me. Okay, that's what better happen, because woo, the beatdown he would have got would have been so epic, Granny the Great. But thank you, Granny the Great, for the super chat. I do appreciate that. Look, West Side Story said is celebrating 13 months of membership. Thank you so much for the member milestone. Thank you. And says, I thought I was late. You are not late, West Side Story. You are present, and I appreciate your presence, not just today, but for 13 months rocking with the tribe. Furnace Fred has something to say about that.
Hey, you have been a member for a while. Thank you for sticking around.
Yes, indeed. West Side Story, 13 months. Time flies when you're rocking with the tribe. Thank you so much for 13 months of membership. I do appreciate that. Say says it's crazy because when she was on the Tisha K, she had a chance and didn't even bring her documents. So how are we wrong? Well, yeah, that we'll go over all of that, Say Trust me, you are absolutely right, but we will talk about that. Ms. Veronica says, good afternoon, Native and Tribe. Hello, Ms. Veronica. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. KW is in the house. Hello, hello, hello. Ray Della Lewis says, made chicken tortilla soup for this rainy Sunday. It's raining where you are, Ray Della Lewis. Wow. It's pretty sunny out here in Atlanta. It's Miss Kim says, happy Sunday, Native and Tribe. Hello, it's Miss Kim. How are you? Nicole Pack says, hey, Native and Tribe. Now, Native, why you getting on Sonya good side by giving her a lot of hair? Well, Nicole Pack, it's animation, okay? All right, it's a cartoon. And the sad part is that the only way she can have hair is in a cartoon. Okay, all right, that's what I'm saying, Nicole. That's all it is. Okay. Mary Willis said, "Oh, she mad because we got opinions." Yeah, she mad because we don't think that Nesto's innocent, and you know she's the only one that was fucking him. But some kind of way, that's supposed to translate over to us, and we supposed to love him as much as she loved him because they was fucking, huh? Mary Willis, make it make sense. It can't. All right. Black but not bitter says she melts into a gay pride puddle. You saw that, right? Y'all, when I do these, there are all kind of Easter eggs and all kind of little things that if you pay close attention, and I do it on purpose. Okay, I do all this stuff on purpose so that way you can catch what you catch. Okay, but yes, she did melt into a gay pride puddle. Yes, she did. Joseph Bullard is in the building. Hello, Joseph Bullard. How are you? Ms. R. Clark is also here. Ms. R. Clark says we need 10 good players to each create 7 new YouTube accounts so that Native can reach 2,000 subscribers. Yes, Ms. R. Clark. However we do it, I don't care. I'm just trying to get the number to 2,000. Okay. Seems like every time I gain a follower, somebody gets offended and leaves, and so so I'm having a hard time. Ms. R. Clark, but that sounds like a really good game plan. Thank you so much for that. Beautifully Made 13 is in the building. Hello, Beautifully Made 13. How are you? Lou to the Lou is in the house. Lou to the Lou, thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate you. Ms. Lady is also here. Hello, Ms. Lady. How are you? Butterfly Diva's in the house. It's good Sunday afternoon, Native and Tribe. I'm having leftover spaghetti that I made yesterday. Nothing wrong with the leftovers, okay? All right. That's awesome, Butterfly Diva. I love next day spaghetti. Next day spaghetti is top level, okay? Say J is celebrating 15 months of membership over here, rocking with the tribe for 15 months. Says whoop whoop, 15 months, and let's get another 15. I'm all for that, okay? You know who else is all for that? Say J? Furnace Fred is.
Hey, you have been a member for a while. Thank you for sticking around.
We be clubbing, all right? And by we, I mean Furnace Fred and the Bear, okay? They be clubbing, and they are in Club Native, and so is Say J for 15 whole months. Time flies when you're rocking with the tribe. Thank you so much for 15 months, Say J. Tracy's also in the building. Diva Law is joining us today, all right? Sonya B is here, okay? Goddess of the Nile says just waiting on someone to invite me to dinner, right? The food be fooding over here. Keisha Girl is in the building, says happy Sunday, Native and Tribe. Just Nikki to You is also here. We got Shark Tank Life in the building. Now, here go Ducky Dexter showing out. Now, I already told y'all that red beans and rice is my kryptonite, okay? Ducky Dexter says red beans and rice with smoked turkey. Right there, I ain't got to read no more. Okay? But I will, okay? She's also having cornbread, candy yams, and JJ's chicken wings, key lime pie for dessert. Let me hit this doorbell one more again. Okay? Lord have mercy. Matter of fact, you get a round of applause for that one. Yeah, you get a round of applause for that one. I ain't gonna lie. Boys, Nana in the building says hello, tribe and family. Thessie Jewel is in the building with barbecue brisket, mac and cheese, and collards. Okay, you doing your thing over there at Thessie Jewel. Okay. Sanders RN is having navy beans, ham, and jalapeno cornbread. Yeah, I might. Yeah, there's another plate I'm gonna have to collect. All right, Sanders RN. That sounds amazing. Let me see. Jet Black Straight is also in the building. Hello, hello, hello. Boho Hobo is joining us today. Hello, Boho Hobo. Thank you so much for coming through. Well, Kiss My Sass is in the building. Says, "Hola, tribe. FYI, your album blasting me yesterday with Kyler in that car ride. He just shut up and just listened." Okay. Well, Kiss My Sass, I'm glad. Okay. I'm glad that there was some listening going on. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for coming through. We'll Kiss My Sass. I appreciate you so much. Liz MC is joining us on a Sunday afternoon. We also got let me see. Let me see. Boys, Nana, I know I spoke to you. Let me see. It's Miss Kim is also here, but it's Miss Kim is having some jerk salmon. Okay. Yellow rice, sauteed spinach, baked sweet potatoes, and garlic bread. Yeah, I am a seafood fanatic over here. So that salmon kind of got me curious, all right? That salmon got me a little curious. Mata says, I'm making Marry Me chicken pasta. Wow. Y'all gonna need a lot of aluminum because I'm pulling up on that as well. Muffin218 said, just pecan waffles for me today. So we got that. Y'all wrap me up these plates. Y'all wrap these plates up. I don't want them to get, cold or nothing. Okay. I'm coming. Janetta, thank you for the super chat. Janetta says, I hate you missed the Zoom. V made us listen to Senior Citizen X songs. If we had to suffer, you should suffer with us. Hell no. Hell no. Hey, good for you. Okay. Good for you, Janetta. I'm glad that you made it through, Janetta. Okay. And I'm pretty sure you felt like this. I might go catch I don't know. I might see if I can get the replay on that one. Okay. But no, Janetta. No. Baptize That Ass is in the building. And thank you, Janetta, for the super chat. Baptize That Ass is also in the building. Hello. How are you? Denise Marie is also joining us today. Shirley testified, finally, I will reveal the bear's name. I will do a bear reveal. As a matter of fact, I think the bear is going to reveal his name. Okay. All right. I got you covered. It looks like Chocolate Thunder is also in the building. Southside Chi-Town joining us today. Tanya be here, indeed be here. We got let me see. Who else is joining us today? Did we get everybody? Juicy Lips is also in the building. Hello. Butterfly Diva joining us today says, I saw the video with that man yelling this morning. That was crazy as hell. He actually got into the house. Yeah. He wouldn't have made it outside the house, though. That's what I'm saying. Victoria is blessed is in the building. Hello. How are you? Hope you are doing well. Robert Green is in the house. Okay. And Robert Greenleaf says Roller Skating Jams Volume 1, 70s, 80s, 90s, YouTube. Robert Greenleaf, you might be in the wrong place. Okay. Mods, I need you to check and see if Robert Greenleaf is in the wrong place. Okay. I'm not sure if you want to come over here and advertise for something, but this isn't the place for you, Robert Greenleaf. Okay. Now you're more than welcome to enjoy the show and stay, but Robert Greenleaf, we will be watching to make sure that you're not spamming us. Okay. All right, sir. Thank you. We got Mata says I want to be the bear. I might only come up to the top of his stomach, but that's okay. Oh my God. Okay. Y'all still harassing Fred. That's a damn shame. Boys Nana said, can we rub sea moss on Sonia's edges? That's not what sea moss is for. It's too expensive, honestly. EK is in the building, says, hey everyone, I'm hungry. I know that's right. Mata says, native, you offend a people. Yes, I do, sometimes. Blue Sapphire is in the building. Says hello all. Hello, Blue Sapphire. Thank you so much for joining us today. It looks like Salt and Pepper Tresses has put her menu in, and she's having Sunday menu, says breakfast for dinner. Turkey bacon, fried chicken tenders, fried eggs, grits, chocolate chip pancakes, mimosas. Now I don't drink, but I will partake in the other thing. It's for dinner, okay, or dinner for breakfast, however that goes. Talks with TK is in the building, says, what up, native, tribe, chat mods, Fred, and Bear. Yeah, everybody's here. Everybody is here indeed, okay? Boys Nana says, I wish a nigga would. I have a 4-legged dog to let me know that the 2-legged dog is around for me to get my 1-legged dog. If you know, you know. Boys Nana, let me tell you something. That dog would have had to go. That would have been the last day. That dog would have been at the pound after all that, okay? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. A whole lot of mocha is also in the building. Says the meteorologist hyped up rain in Los Angeles, but I woke up to 3 little puddles in the front yard. Well, good to know that the meteorologists in Los Angeles are just as bad as the meteorologists here in Atlanta, okay? They be predicting snow and blizzards and shit, okay? So, yeah, I get it. Ms. Lady also in the house. Ms. Lady says Sonya is like her cult leader, don't want to be exposed for all the stupid shit she's doing, want to control what is made public. She was okay going on Tasha K, creating a YouTube channel and a go scam me. Oh, love it, Ms. Lady. Love it. Go scam me is good, y'all. Go scam me is good. I love that. CW in the building. Hello, CW. How are you? Major's wife says, if anyone is in NYC, where can I find some good barbecue here with the kids for spring break? Y'all help Major's wife with some suggestions, okay? Pen Pal 50 says that the Sunday dinner is chicken Philly from Charlie's Cheesesteak. I haven't eaten there in a while. I had them a long time ago. That sounds good. Just save me a piece. Just a piece. Cupcakes is here. Says, hey y'all, hit that like button. I'm making smothered turkey patties, mashed potatoes, mixed veggies, and garlic parm rolls. Wow, I'm hitting the doorbell a lot today. Y'all, doorbells is gonna be raggedy by the time I get done. Rakia's in the building. Hello, Rakia. How are you? My tie says, I have some fresh strawberries, so I'm thinking about a strawberry pound cake. Damn it, man. Y'all, I'm gonna have food for days. And dessert. Okay. We got Nesto's Handy Girl is here with flames in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate that. Sheila Price is also here and has flames in the chat. Hello, hello, hello. We also got Nicolette in the building with flames in the chat. Okay. All right. Let's see. We got let me see. Miss Nisi said, I just subscribed from 3 additional accounts and the number hasn't changed. Don't worry about it, Miss Nisi. All right, you are doing your part. We are going to get there. We are going to get there, okay? Anastasia Nelson is also in the building with flames in the chat. Chick-fil-A gal is also here, all right? Juror Number is also in the building. Hello, Juror Number. How are you? Hope you are doing well. Thank you, Pen Pal 50. I appreciate that so much. We also have okay, Black But Not Bitter said Dallas barbecue is good. Is that in New York? Black But Not Bitter. I'm not sure where Dallas barbecue is, or is it the city of Dallas? I don't know what you're talking about, Black But Not Bitter. But Black But Not Bitter says Dallas barbecue is fire. Okay. All right. Anastasia Nelson says on Tasha K with no paperwork. Okay. And she got a free trip. She's a bum. She is indeed. Dr. Charles is in here showing much love. Dr. Charles, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate that. My Ty obviously knows what Dallas barbecue is. Okay. That's where we are. I want to thank you all again for coming through. For those of us that just came in, hold on. Well, Kiss My Sass is here with the menu. Says, oh, and my dinner is lamb chops, rice, Brussels sprouts, and some bread pudding with Nilla ice cream. Now, I don't eat lamb. Oh, okay. I will take the bread pudding because as I have gotten older, okay, as I've gotten older, I've grown to appreciate bread pudding. Okay. So just put some, all right. Okay. All right. For those of you all just getting here, first of all, welcome. Second of all, you missed that we had a special guest. I don't mind showing you who the special guest was. Watch this.
You all think that you know Nesto, but you don't. You just listen to the bloggers and their narratives. 99% of all bloggers are wrong. 85% of you know that. So now, here you are about to listen to some dude named Native Tribe. Well, I don't like him. I demand that you listen to me right now.
Let's start the show indeed, okay? Let's get into this call, y'all, okay? Before we do, all right, we have another menu. It looks like Ms. Lady is having chicken wings with chicken wings with field peas on the crock pot and yellow rice with mixed vegetables in the rice cooker, all right? You are appealing to the Southern gentleman in me with this menu. Okay, so yes, Miss Lady, I'm pulling up. I am pulling up. Okay, I am. Okay, now, yes, Miss Lady, you know the hens gather around the main hen. Okay, all right. Hello, Jamaican girl. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate you coming through. So, we have a supermodel alert. It is Natasha Razor Glam. Uh, Natasha Razor Glam says Sonya wishes she had them edges. Again, you can do anything in animation, okay? I'm just saying. 256 Alabama says, I thought I was late. You are not late. You are present, and I appreciate you being here. Okay? All right? I'm just saying. All right, y'all. We got a call to go over. Now, here's the deal. All right? I'm going to make this deal with you all. We're going to go over calls 1 and 2. Okay? So at the end of call 2, we will save call 3 and the rest of this for tomorrow on I'll do it on Monday. Okay, so we're going to go over calls 1 and 2 today. We're going to do a hard stop after call 2, and then we will go into call 3 tomorrow. All right, that is the game plan for today. All right, so let us get into this, and I'm just going to hit play. Denise Marie says, "Oh, I'm having cabbage, rice, and peas and stewed chicken." I have an affinity for stewed chicken. Y'all are really doing it today. I don't think I've ever hit the doorbell this much. I don't think so. Denise Marie, love me some damn stewed chicken. I do. I just do. Hey, Miss Kim says, I forgot dessert, so I'm gonna make nothing but cake run. Get me one. Just get me a buntlet, okay? Just get me one. All right. Anything except lemon. Okay. Anything. I'll take anything except lemon. And if they have that strawberry one, get that one. It's seasonal, but I don't know when they have it. Okay. All right. Miss Kim, don't forget about me. Look out for you people. Look out for you people. Okay. Anyway, let's get into this call, y'all, and see exactly what's wrong with these two now. Okay.
Hello, this is a prepaid call from
William Pryor.
an inmate at the Cobb County Adult Detention Facility.
Can we get some justice for William Pryor? First of all, can we get some help for William Pryor? William sound like he got issues. I'm not sure why he's saying his name like this. Okay. William Pryor. I don't know why he's saying his name like this. I don't. But I'm a little concerned. Okay, Justin's mom, I'm a little concerned that William is saying his name like this. Okay. I'm not saying William has had a stroke. I'm not saying that. Nope. I don't know this man's medical condition. but it sounds like William Pryor done had a stroke, and I don't know what he in jail for, and I don't know why Nesto is taking advantage of this man and using his damn pen. But you know, William Pryor he sound a little slow. Okay, sound a little slow, just a little bit. Okay, all right. Let's see what's wrong with these people.
To accept this, your current balance is $1.19. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording.
So Jamaican girl asked a really good question. She says, does Sonya put money on William Pryor's phone for Nesto? No. They will barter or exchange things for use of each other's pens because Ernesto doesn't want the DA to listen to his calls. So the way that these simpletons think is they think that if they just use somebody else's pen, that, oh, we'll never figure out that the phone numbers that they're calling are the same, and be able to not look at the PIN number, but the phone numbers that they're calling. Oh no, we can totally outsmart Will Wooten and the rest of the DA's office by switching PIN numbers. That's what they think. So no, they're not. She's not putting any money on William Pryor's phone, because that, you know, that she could just put it on Nesto's phone. They exchange the PIN numbers because they're trying to outsmart the DA, and they think that their calls won't be heard. Obviously, if phone calls from prison can get the god doggone calls, what make you think that the DA can't get the god doggone calls? So that's what that is. Okay. That's what that is, Jamaican girl. Okay. These people think that they're smarter than everybody else. Okay. All right. That's all it is. That's all it is. Okay. So hope that helps answer your question. Okay. Because this is so dumb. But you know, what do we expect from these two?
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
How you doing today?
Hello?
Sound like you're in that go-kart.
I got to put money on here. It's only $1 on here. I got to put money on the phone, so it's going to cut off shortly.
I'll call you back later.
No, you talk till it run out, because I'm driving. And I'm on my way to his house. How are you?
Oh, that made me feel good.
Right. Oh, boy, ain't doing anything yet per his usual.
I understand, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't going to do nothing. Yeah, they ain't going to do nothing. I told you I sent them something. Yeah, stand still.
He need to get off so that somebody can get on and move that forward. That's the thing. Get off so somebody can move forward with the case, because she's not going to do anything but babysit.
Yeah, that's fine. That's sad, ain't it?
Right. Just get off. You want off? Get off.
Yeah. Okay then. So I guess yeah, it's working. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. How you feeling?
I feel fine. I went out last night. Me and Madison and
Oh no, the hell you didn't go out with Madison. You don't know Madison, remember? Y'all, do she know Madison or do she not know Madison? Huh? Her club friend Madison. That's all she know her from is from the club, right? Okay, cool. So the only thing she did was go to the club with Madison, right? Right? Shirley testify finally, Jay Blake, right? All she did was go to the club with her because see, she don't know her like that. It's just her club friend, Pen Pal 50, Anastasia Nelson. She don't know her except for that's her club friend, right? Okay, all right, cool. So the only thing she did was go to the she's not gonna have any other interactions with Madison because it's just her club friend, the woman he chose. Okay. All right. Okay, cool. So just went out to the club and won't do anything else outside of the club with Madison because that's just her club friend. Okay. Long as we're on the same page, my tie. Long as we're on the same page that she's not going to have any other activities with Madison, who's only her club friend. Okay? All right, cool. Let's listen.
One time, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Well, with a little bit of a hangover, but only had a Malibu rum and pineapple.
Well, when is y'all gonna get crunk up again?
I did it yesterday.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah.
Good,
Yeah,
bad?
yeah. I mean, it was mixed as usual. You know, people won't talk, they talk, and then you get people, you know, saying, you know.
I get it.
Yeah.
You're always gonna have that. That's what keeps the show going.
Right. You know, you got a handful of people that's like, oh, he did it, you know, and then, you know, you're dumb, this, that, and the other. And then you got some that be like, you know, saying the opposite stuff.
I'm a part of the handful. Are you all a part of the handful? Are you all a part of the handful of people that say he did it and she's dumb? Can I raise my hand and volunteer to be a part of the handful of people who say he did it and she's dumb? Can I be a part of that group? Because I'm a part of that group. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a part of the group that says he did it and she's dumb. Okay. I am. What about y'all? Y'all are y'all a part of the handful of people? Because I'm a part of the handful of people. Okay. So my tie is a part of the handful. Anastasia Nelson is a part of the Anastasia Nelson raised her hand a bunch of times. Jackie is in the building. I can't tell if you're telling me hello or if you are saying that you are a part of the handful of people who are saying that he did it and she's dumb. Are you a part of that group? You are? Okay. Mary Willis is a part of that list, okay? Jamaican Girl is a part of that list, okay? Look at here. Leroyce is in the building, all right? And Leroyce has been a member for 7 whole months, rocking with the tribe. Thank you so much for the member milestone, Leroyce, okay? I appreciate you being here for 7 whole months, and so does Furnace Fred.
Hey, you have been a member for a while. Thank you for sticking around.
They're just the best of friends. Okay, they're just the best of friends. Furnace Fred and the Bear. Okay, but Leroyce, thank you so much for rocking with your boy for 7 months over here at the Tribe. Time flies when you are rocking with the Tribe. And Attitude and Tylenol wants us to know that she is a part of the handful of people who believes that he did it and she's dumb. Okay, all right. Thank you. Shirley Testified finally also believes that he did it and she's dumb. Bell Towers, my own, said her hands must be deformed. Yes, indeed. Mata says now she knows those amounts are backwards. Yes, indeed. She does. She really, really does. Okay. Boho Hobo says she doesn't listen to the bloggers, but damn, she knows every damn word that is said in comments. Absolutely. Kimberly Bloom says she worried about the wrong shit. That's real. And Ray Della Lewis believes that he did it and she's dumb. Okay. All right. Seems like more than a handful to me. Lou to the Lou has gifted 5, count them 5 Native Tribe Urban Media memberships. Okay. And those memberships went to Anastasia Nelson, Erica Michelle, I'm sorry, Jen Sarad, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, and LK got a membership, and also Ms. Veronica is now a member of the tribe. All right. Thank y'all. You all can thank Lou to the Lou for her generosity and helping the channel grow. And you will also receive a welcome from our friend Furnace Fred.
Welcome to the tribe. Just remember, if you are going to put your feet up, take your shoes off first.
See, once the bear waves at you, it's official. So you all are as official as a referee's whistle. Thank you all. You all can thank Lou to the Lou for gifting 5 memberships as the family continues to grow. Thank you, Lou to the Lou. Thank you. All right. Dr. Charles says she was bad-mouthing Madison because he didn't want her going out with her, because He didn't want her going out with her, taking time away from his assignments. Oh, yeah, so he was bad mouthing her. Yeah. Dr. Charles, it has to be all about Nesto all the time. All the time. Sleepy Libra wants us to know that she thinks that he did it and she's dumb. Okay. All right. Ms. R. Clark says, I stand in agreement with you, Native. Thank you so much. She is dumb and he did it. Okay. Boho Hobo says, I'm a part of the handful. The woman he chose says me. Well, Kiss My Sass says, I'm the hand that's full. Exactly. West Side Story says, I'm the whole handful. Okay. Tam Tam believes that he did it and she's dumb. So to say Jay, Victoria's blessed, baptized ass. Okay. We have a handful over here that believes that Janetta says it's way more than a handful. Shark Tank Life said, even if he didn't do it, she's dumb. Okay, all right. We'll go with that. Okay. All right. Okay. Boho Hobo, they're just really good friends, okay? They're really good friends, Boho Hobo. That's all I'm saying. Delicate Dale in the building. Hello, Delicate Dale. How are you? Miss CLC says, my 9 siblings and I believe he is guilty, and the side hen is dumb as fuck. Okay, it's a big handful now. It's a big handful. Ducky Dexter says, Native, that's not nice. She's not dumb. She's an idiot. Oh my God. You know what, Ducky Dexter? You know what, Ducky Dexter? You're right. And when you're right, you get one of these. Aha. Aha. Yes, she is an idiot, Ducky Dexter. She is an absolute idiot. Okay? All right? Yes, you're right. So let's listen to the idiot and the man who did it.
You know, keep head up. A couple people ask for your address so they can write you.
What?
Yeah. So that could go either way. Either it could be something nice or it could be something evil. But the one guy, he was nice. There was another guy that was nice, you know.
Oh.
So, yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
It could go either.
Eva got to keep going, don't it?
Yeah. Come on, baby.
I'll just watch Robin Hood. Robin Hood did all.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, Robin Hood did all that saving, but at the end of the day, a hater just.
Yep, that's exactly.
Because they can't do what that other person do. Yeah.
Right. That is exactly right. And that's what's so crazy. But, you know, like I say, you can put a spin on any situation and make it good or bad. And that's what it is. They put a bad spin on a situation.
So let me get this straight. You can put a spin on any situation and make it bad or good. So explain to me how we put a spin on anything when it was the police that picked him up after investigating him for well over a month. But some kind of way we put a spin on it when all we have done is read the damn warrants and looked at what the hell this man has in his past. How did we put a spin on any fucking thing? That's what I don't understand, okay? I don't understand how we did anything except get out here and say some shit about her boyfriend that she don't like. Other than that, what the fuck did I do? I don't understand. 256 Alabama says, you are no Robin Hood. You didn't give to the poor. 256 Alabama, he is poor. Okay. I don't know if you've been keeping up with the financials. This motherfucker is poor. Okay. You can pay attention to the fact that can you send me $100? Can you give me $100? What you ain't got no money on your books, Nestos? Nah, I ain't got no money on my books. You know what I mean? He's poor. He has a public defender right now because his wife stopped paying for his paid lawyer. See? So there's another reason why he can't be Robin Hood and give to the poor. He is poor. He needs somebody to give money to him. Okay. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. 256 Alabama. He's poor. He's poor. Dr. Charles says, "Oh, you mean like how he just put a spin on people hating on people who actually steal for a living?" Exactly, Dr. Charles. Exactly. Hello, Rio 5309. Hello. That's right, Cupcakes. He need $100. Oh, you want me to put no, Nesto. Hold on, Nestos. You need $100. Where Lamont at? What happened to Dion? Where are your friends at, Nestos? See, Dre was trying to make him feel bad real quick. Okay, Cupcakes. That's why he was kind of slow about putting $100 on them. That's what that was. 256 says he kept all the money. He didn't share it. Yeah, he kept all the money because he was poor. That's why he didn't. That's why he didn't share it, because he's poor. That's right. Lou to the Lou say he's indigent. That's right. Correct. You are correct. That is absolutely correct. Okay. Hold on, Nesto. Well, Lamont. What Dion? They put no money on your book, Nesto? Yeah. You need $100. You need $100 because you're locked up. You need $100. Yeah. Look, I'm just saying West Side Story. That's what I heard. I'm just giving you what I heard. That's all it is. Okay. Hold on, Nesto. Hold on. What happened to Lamont? He can't put no money on your book, Nesto. Lamont can't put no money on your book. What about Dion, Nesto? What about Dion? Man, he wasn't having it. He was not having it, okay? He wasn't having it, Bo. He was not having it. Let's listen to some more.
And try to turn it into something bad.
Yeah. That is true now. That is true.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
And this is people that don't think outside their little boxes, because, if you think about everything, like I said, I don't know, your side. You can't say your side to your court, but just looking at the, what's written down and what the courts are saying, you could still, like that whole thing with that guy, you could still have another version of that, the same situation, and it be totally innocent. And that's how I look at it, and to say, all that, with that 10 months with that girl, what a scam. Like, that's a whole lot of work for that little bit of money. With the bill they got, that shit is not a scam. Like, if you trying to do a scam is in and out for 10, 20, 30, 40,000, 50,000.
Not true. If I have $5, that's my $5. Okay? If I have $5 and you take my $5 in a nefarious way, if you trick me out of my $5, if you trick me out of my $10, you have scammed me, and you have $10 more than you did before. No, miss me with that. It's not really a scam if it's not a certain amount of money. Right now, because of the president that we currently have, people are hurting financially. Every dollar counts. Everybody is in need of money. Economically, this country is in a downfall. You cannot tell people that just because he didn't take $10,000, $20,000, that it's not a scam. Okay? You cannot tell people that if you take $500, $2,000, oh, that ain't no money. That ain't no money. But see, I'm going to quote Nesto, Sonya. Nesto said, you ain't never had no money before. That's what he said. Native ain't say that. Your boyfriend said that about you. He said you was fucked up in the head, you was stupid, and that you ain't never had no real money. So therefore, I don't really understand how you can tell people when they have or have not been scammed because $10,000 wasn't taken from them. Because see, here's the thing, numbers matter. If you take $500 from 100 people, guess what? Most scams are for low amounts of money because lower amounts of money aren't missed. Lower amounts of money aren't reported. So yes, people will scam you out of $100, $200, $500. I ain't never seen broke people try to tell other people what real money is, especially when the boyfriend had already said that you ain't never had no money. My Ty, he said, okay, and I'm gonna quote him real quick. She's fucked up in the head. Okay, this is what her boyfriend said. Now, this her boyfriend. Okay, her boyfriend said she's fucked up in the head, my Ty. She's stupid like the rest of them, and she ain't never had no money. Okay, we good on that? We are we clear on what her boyfriend said about her? Anastasia Nelson said people are sick of this crap. Yes, people are. People are sick of these people calling, talking about car warranties and what was the one that they called me the other day about some vitamins or some bullshit like that. I mean, people are tired of their phone ringing and it's scam likely, right? And people are tired of being scammed out of money missing out their bank. Now you got to get either another card sent to you, your bank account closed, or you can't. You trying to get money back and all this other stuff. People are sick and tired of this shit. But she seems to think that it's only a problem if it's a certain amount of money. Dumb as fuck. Cross Country Cruiser, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, hi, Native and Tribe. I appreciate the super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. And to follow up with that, Cross Country Cruiser has gifted 5, count them, 5 Native Tribe Urban Media memberships, helping the family to grow over here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And those 5 memberships went to Lady T-Bug, and we got Demure and Mindful. Jersey Girl also got a membership, and Sherry got a membership, and Unapologetically Angela are all new members of the tribe. Okay, let's the family continues to grow, and there's a young man that wants to welcome you all to the tribe. His name is Furnace Red.
Welcome to the tribe. Just remember, if you are gonna put your feet up, take your shoes off first.
Once the bear waves at you, you are official like a referee's whistle. Thank you so much for being a part of the tribe, and thank you, Cross Country Cruiser, for helping the family to grow. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right. Hold on, y'all. We got some glitching going on real quick. Hold on. Okay. All right. I think we back. We are back. All right. Let us get back into this call.
Oh, you see that ad with that chick, that lawyer, Atlanta attorney? She did a PPP for like $7 million, and they just, she just got either sentenced or arrested on it. And she's a Atlanta attorney. She works for Atlanta, but she works in Atlanta. Sonya too. Black chick.
They didn't show that on TV.
Yeah, it's on Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh, no, she didn't do that.
You have 1 minute remaining.
I seen that girl got a life sentence yesterday out of Kuwaiti County for stabbing her boyfriend in self-defense. Yeah, I saw that yesterday on TV. That shit had me looking crazy.
What?
Yeah, man, this shit sad out there. Yeah.
Yeah, because they go to court and the prosecutor can make anything look bad, and then they believe it because you got closed-minded people on the jury. And they just go along thinking the state is right because the state is the government. The government's not going to do what's wrong.
So is there more people looking at what you got going on?
Yeah. Call me at 5 o'clock. I'll be there tomorrow.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Call me around after 5. I'm just going to pick this up and leave. I'm not going to be here long.
Okay. All right then. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to keep the positive. We're going to keep the positives going. We're going to keep this positive.
Thank you for using Global Telly.
So, I think it's noble for Nesto to be positive. Here's the problem. The problem is that none of his charges are positive, right? And you're saying to yourself, well, Native, how can you go to jail and have positive charges, right? I refer you back to John Lewis, okay, Edmund Pettus Bridge. I refer you back to Martin Luther King in Birmingham. I refer you back to people who, for the sake of freedom, for the sake of Black people, for the sake of civil rights, went to jail, okay? I would call it, as John Lewis said, good trouble, right? This is good trouble. We're fighting against a system of oppression, and we're willing to go to jail for it. We're willing to be prosecuted for it. This is what we call good trouble, right? Nesto doesn't have good trouble charges. Nesto has charges where he has been alleged to have stolen money from people, to have touched people when they did not want to be touched, to be in possession of children doing obscene things, okay? So it's funny how now that he's been caught and he's in jail, that now we want to make everything positive. I don't see nothing positive about the fuck going on here. You see what I'm saying? Do y'all understand how he's not anything positive? He's never been anything positive. Everything that we know about him has been a negative, but now all of a sudden he want to keep it positive. Ain't that some shit? I think it is. I think it is. Justin's mom, thank you for the super chat. She says, toward your goal. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really, really do. Virgo Callie, thank you for the super chat. Virgo Callie says, sentenced and arrested. Oh, that's the same. Yep, we believe you're a dummy. Yes, we do. We really, really do. Yep. Thank you for the super chat, Virgo Callie. I do appreciate that. Yep. Prima Wanda says they fought the good fight. Absolutely. Janetta says good trouble. Yeah. So see, there is a time when going to jail can be a positive, right? Because jail was not able to hold the revolution down. It was Fred Hampton that said you can jail a revolutionary, but you cannot jail a revolution. Okay. We have had Black people who have been willing to sacrifice, in the case of Malcolm and Martin, in the case of Medgar Evers, sacrifice their life so that Black people can advance in this country that seek to hold them back, right? And they did these things. They sacrificed going to jail. They sacrificed their lives because in the case of Medgar Evers, for us to be able to vote, right? He championed voting in the state of Mississippi where, Lord have mercy, Black people, they did not want Black people to vote in that state, okay? And right now in this country, they don't want Black people to vote, all right? But these people were willing to sacrifice themselves and for the souls of Black people, right? Nesto ain't that. Can we just establish Nesto ain't that? He ain't them people. That ain't his cause. Nesto was trying to get ahead. Nesto was trying to take people's shit to get ahead. Okay? That's what he was doing. So let's not get it fucked up as far as why he in there and how it's damn near impossible for this motherfucker to be positive. Okay? All right? That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. My brother from another mother, y'all know him as One Leg Off is in the building, okay? One Leg Off says, notice how he doesn't want to talk about scamming and changes the subject. He sure don't. He damn sure don't. A hit dog will holler unless it's Nesto, because Nesto will go quiet. Okay. All right. Ms. Lady, thank you so much for the super chat. She said towards your goal. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. All right. Anastasia Nelson says, I hate how Nesto uses the race card in the GOAT too. Yeah, they do when it's convenient. When it's just a convenience thing. They have no idea of what they speak. Okay, all right. I'm just saying. All right, y'all. Let's listen to some more.
Hello, this is a prepaid call from
William Pryor.
an inmate at the Cobb County.
Is William having problems, y'all? Can somebody go check on William Pryor? God dog it. I'm concerned about William. I am. It's a genuine concern about William Pryor. I'm super concerned. Okay, I am. Okay.
The adult detention facility.
To accept this call, your current balance is $27.32. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Hello.
Yeah, how was your day today?
It was fine. I ran an errand. I picked up so I had bought some stuff and they delivered it to the wrong house.
Okay.
And the neighbor, she tagged me like around 11 o'clock last night and told me they had my package. So they brought it to me this morning, which was nice of them. Yeah, it was nice. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of, I'm like, what? They said it was delivered. Katie was like, no, it's not. There's nothing outside. I'm like, ooh, I hate my UPS dude. Or girl, whoever it is.
Oh, okay.
You don't have a UPS dude. Okay? There's a guy that comes and delivers packages to the neighborhood. You don't have an exclusive. You see what I'm saying? Do y'all see how dumb she is? Like, she wants to be exclusive. She wants to be upper echelon so bad that she's trying to make it sound like she has a UPS dude. Like, a package for Sonya? Oh, I'm her UPS dude. I'll take it. That's how she wants to frame this. I hate my UPS dude. I hate my UPS dude. He's just my UPS dude. He doesn't parcel service for anybody else. It's just me that he does it for. I hate him sometimes. If he was your UPS dude, why the fuck would he take the package to somebody else's house if he's your UPS dude? Help me out, y'all. Help me out, Say J. Huh? If it's her UPS dude or girl or whoever, right? If they're her, why would they take it to the wrong house? Anybody know? Anybody know why that would happen if it's her UPS dude? Because if I have a UPS person, or hell, if I have any person that's personally, exclusively my person, they know where I live at, and they wouldn't take the damn package to the neighbor's house. Oh, Kimberly Bloom, that makes sense. Kimberly Bloom says because he can't stand her, and that makes all the sense in the world. Okay. Oh, yeah. Can't stay too long. Can stay long enough to leave this comment, okay? Can't stay too long says, first she said she went to pick up something, then changed it to something got delivered to the wrong address, so they brought it to her. Yeah, just lying. Yeah, no, absolutely lying. And also, you know, her UPS dude, okay? Can't stay too long. She has a UPS dude. Yeah. It's her personal UPS dude. Because you know how UPS be assigning personal people to you and not just whoever's running that route that day? Nah. It's her personal UPS dude, okay? And she hates him sometimes because he be delivering the packages wrong my time, okay? All right, yeah. Let's listen to some more.
Okay.
Yeah, so
So you
going to a photo shoot in the morning.
a photo shoot.
Not for me. For Madison. She's
Wait, what? For who? No, we got to rewind that. Now, I know we ain't talking about club friend Madison that she only knows in the club and only deals with in the club. That can't be the same Madison. It's got to be a different Madison, right? Dolly Madison, like Madison Smith, Madison Jenkins. Well, she ain't talking about club Madison. We already established that she only fucks with Madison in the club, correct? Right? Hold on, y'all. I know you lying.
what? They said it was delivered. Katie was like, no, it's not. There's nothing outside. I'm like, ooh, I hate my UPS dude. Or girl, whoever it is.
My UPS dude or girl. But no, let's get to the heart of this, okay? Because she said that she only fucks with Madison in the club. That's her club friend, and that she don't do nothing else with Madison. I'm trying to understand. I don't understand. Do y'all understand? Because I really don't get it. Right. Thank you, dog. I don't get it either because see, the dog doesn't understand. I don't understand how the fuck is it that Madison is she going to a photo shoot when that's her club friend? That's her club friend. Huh? Huh? I'm just trying to understand. Can y'all help me? Talks with TK say the Madison that she only hung with once. Right. Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't really understand what's going on. Diva Shani is in the building. Hello, Diva Shani. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate that. I also appreciate that Mai Tai has gifted count on one Native Tribe Urban Media membership. And that one membership ironically went to Can't Stay Too Long. Now Can't Stay Too Long is a member. Can't Stay Too Long. I'm gonna need you to stay long, okay? Because you're a member now. Okay, so I'm gonna need you to extend your stay over here at the tribe. Okay, thank you, Mai Tai, for gifting the membership. Can't Stay Too Long is the newest member, and Furnace Fred would like to welcome you to the tribe.
Welcome to the tribe. Just remember, if you are gonna put your feet up, take your shoes off first.
When the bear waves at you, it is official, like a referee's whistle. You are in the house. Can't Stay Too Long. Thank you so much, Mai Tai, for the gifted membership. I do appreciate that. Janetta says, when Nesto says okay 2 times, that means he does not want to hear what she is saying. Absolutely. Okay. Shut the fuck up, right? But she never does, Janetta. She never does. Bell Tower's my home. Thank you so much for the super chat. Bell Towers, my home said, because she was unable to drop his kids off in her lip that day, so he went to his real girlfriend to drop them off, and she don't like him. All right. Y'all, we haven't opened up the furnace in a while, but are we surprised that when we do open up the furnace, it's Bell Towers, my home is going into the furnace.
Hey, it looks like your comment got you sent to the furnace. Congratulations.
Don't worry, you didn't do anything wrong. Native is probably laughing at what you said as I speak.
It's hot, but you will get used to it. Now get on in there, you little troublemaker.
Thank you, Bell Towers, my home, for the super chat. It's funny how your super chats get you put in the furnace. That's amazing. That is amazing work. Okay, but thank you for the super chat, Bell Towers, my home, and welcome to the furnace. You and Furnace Fred have a good time down there. Okay, all right, okay. Let's listen to some more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so going to a photo shoot in the morning.
A photo shoot?
Not for me. For Madison. She's, for her, it's her first photo shoot. Because, she signed to Sony. She signed to Sony Records, so I'm going with her tomorrow to the photo shoot.
Oh, okay.
Because I was telling her, because I have something scheduled with you, so I was like,
You got what?
but it's early. It's early tomorrow where it won't, mess up my visit, so.
You say, why now the girl to your level?
No, I didn't say that.
Why does she need to go? She said it's early so it won't mess up her day. Why does she need to be there? Like, I don't understand. She's saying like, oh yeah, it's early enough where it won't mess up the rest of my day. Why do you need to be there? Are you the photographer, the hype girl? Like, are you going to tell her how to pose for the pictures? Why is it necessary that you're there? Because you don't have to be there at all. As far as I know about the way photo shoots go, right? Am I tripping? £10.50, am I tripping or what? I don't understand. I don't understand why she needs to be there. West Side Story said, don't nobody want to see them bones. Yeah, I mean, and it was so funny when he was like, photo shoot, not for me. No shit. Who the fuck would want to take pictures of you with their camera? I have cameras, right? Matter of fact, yesterday I went and took pictures with my camera. I was on the Atlanta Beltline, and boy, it was a beautiful day. It was a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Okay, it was, and I took my cameras out there, took beautiful pictures, and I cannot imagine using my camera, okay, to take pictures of fucking Sonya. Are you? No, indeed. No, indeed, KW. No, indeed. Dr. Charles said, because she's a weird ass pick me. Yes, she is. That's why she's going, Dr. Charles. That's why she needs to be there for Madison's photo shoot. Madison, her club friend that she doesn't really know and she only hung out with one time, but she has to be there for her Sony picture shoot for her album. Have You Ever Been Ghosted? That's what we're doing. That's what we're saying. I don't understand. I don't understand. BB Baby says she signed to Sony Records, the ghosted songwriter. My question is, like, these people still be getting record deals? Is that in 2023? That's still a thing? Because I promise you, record deals are kind of like a thing of the past. I ain't gonna lie. Anastasia Nelson says, like, she's a boss, always grifting off others. True. Yeah, she's a rat. Yeah, she is. She is. I don't understand. Chick-fil-A gal said, Wally Wolf. No one asking for your pictures either. Definitely not the scraggly scarecrow. Why you call her Wally Wolf? Chanel Heslop said, didn't she take pictures at that photo shoot to make it about her? I don't know. I don't know if the photographer would have done no bullshit like that, Chanel Heslop. I don't know. I hope not. I hope the fuck not. My God. And it was right around Christmas time too? Oh, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. B. Ann says Sonya was writing jealous and nosy. Yes. Well, B. Ann, that is very true. I do believe that she was there to be nosy. I don't think she needed to be there, but I'm still trying to understand B. Ann. She said that was just her club friend. That was she said. Mm-hmm. The woman he chose says the real question is, why did Nesto need to know this? He did not. He did not. Okay. He didn't. Okay. I'm just saying. Let's listen to some more.
I said I didn't want it to interrupt, my visit for tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's early. It's 12 o'clock, so.
Oh, okay. I heard you.
So I should be, that.
You're trying to get you a nap. That's what it sounds like.
No, so I kind of fell asleep on the couch watching Girlfriends.
Oh.
So.
Wait. Chanel Heslop said, she used the backdrop and took... Really, Chanel Heslop? Oh, my God. Bianne said, yes, she did get a few pics. Why, though? Why? Oh, God, that's disgusting. Oh, I bet they had to wipe everything down. Oh, God. Oh, man. Nothing but Fabuloso and Clorox bleach after she got done. Oh, that's disgusting. them people backdrops, backdrops are kind of expensive for photographers. You know what I'm saying? Like the really nice one, the professional ones. And here she come with all her nastiness and bugs and bed bugs and head bugs and all types of shit and she come in there and using them people backdrops and shit. Oh hell no. That's disgusting. Absolutely. Oh wow. That's disgusting. I can't get over that. I think I threw up a little bit in my mouth. Okay. Let's listen to some more.
I was trying to take it easy today, not, do too much. So,
Did you get past more than 300?
and
Why
hold
you
on.
sound like it is?
Hold on, let me see.
What are your crystal balls saying? Let me hear your crystal ball.
My crystal ball. Baby coming home.
Okay.
2,300 views.
That was yesterday?
Yesterday so far, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, 81,000 views total.
You are 81,000 view lie. Okay. Ain't no 81,000 people. First of all, you do not have a cumulative 81,000 people watching your fucking channel. If you did, your channel would still be up right now. Okay. Because you she said 81,000. She said,
Oh my God!
wait, Sonya.
Y'all sound clown. That sound like a clown statement.
81,000 views. 81,000, not just 80,000. She had 81,000 views. That what she's saying. That what she's saying. 81,000 views. Uh-huh. Yeah. 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 Uh-huh. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Look, a whole lot of mocha she don't. Who the fuck? Why 81,000? Let's look at that number. That number is ridiculous. 81,000. Now I've seen YouTube channels with way more interesting content than Sonya not have 81,000, right? But I'm supposed to believe that some kind of way she had 81,000. Okay, all right. Okay. All right. Michi 3 said maybe she meant 81 native, but she put 1,000 on there on purpose. Unless she has Tourette's and the Tourette's took over and put 1,000 at the end of 81. Other than that, Michi 3, she's fucking lying, okay? That's all it is. I like to keep things simple over here at the Native Tribe channel, okay? She's fucking lying, okay? That's all it is to it. That's all it is, okay? All right. The woman he chose says she really meant 18. Wasn't nobody watching Sonya like that. And the thing about it is that, and she's about to say it, right? The people that were watching Sonya were not on Sonya's side. The people that were watching Sonya were not saying, oh my God, this is really compelling stuff. No, they were there to roast her. They were there to roast her. This is not anything to be proud of. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, real. That's ridiculous, okay? Listen.
Okay.
For everything, yeah.
Sound like you're climbing.
Yeah. Climbing on the hate chart. The hate is real.
Oh, damn.
The hate is real. Well, you know what?
Sound like it should have been a calm down. It's holiday.
Well, I think because the narrative kept going the way it was going for so long with nobody saying anything, everybody was just going with what the bloggers were saying. All the negativity and how they were trying to pick the situation and say this, that, and the other. And what's so crazy about everything is apparently everybody forgot what happened back in March when it first came out, and everybody was just going in on
Everybody was going in. Everybody was going in. Everybody. It was just it's the bloggers' fault. It's the bloggers. It's not because Nesto's a piece of shit. No, 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 no. It's the bloggers' fault. It's not because. Nah. It ain't cause Nesto be lying. It ain't because he has some of the worst damn charges. Nah, it ain't cause he got 19 cycles. It ain't cause he cheated on Shirley Strawberry. No, it ain't because he's still married to Edith. It ain't because he's a bigamist. No. It's our fault. It's the bloggers' fault. It's the people that have more successful YouTube channels than she does. It's everybody's fault except for her and Nesta. Right. Beautifully Made 13, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, like how we always uncover Sonya's lies because we're smart. We're smart people over here, Beautifully Made 13. See, what happens is that people that are not smart try to come over here. They try to say little shit and they try to, to troll but they end up being escorted out because, the intelligence, the hyper intelligence, and the people that are really good about listening and putting things together overpower them. You see what I'm saying? So that's the reason why we uncover all this bullshit, Beautiful Me 13, is because we're smart people over here. Everybody, give yourselves a hand, okay? But thank you for the super chat. I do appreciate that, okay? I Revive said she was climbing Mammy Mountain. Yes. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Hello, the Duchess. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate that. I Revive says it's triggering when they call accountability negativity. Not gonna lie. It is. It is because we're supposed to just go along with her narrative, right? It's a two-way street and she doesn't understand that. Now, are there people out here that think Nesto really didn't do it? Yeah, there are, unfortunately. Are there people out here that actually approve of the job that the current president is doing? There are, unfortunately. It's about 30% of the population. But those 30% are real people and they really do believe that he's doing an awesome job. Now, the other 70% of us, whether we voted for him or not, see the shit that's happening and we see what's going on. But there are some people who are always going to be contrarians. They're always going to be on the other side of whatever the issue is. There were black people who were against the civil rights movement. Let that sink in. There were black people who hated Dr. Martin Luther King. Let that sink in. The first attempt on Dr. Martin Luther King's life was a black woman, okay? She stabbed him in New York, okay? Let that sink in. There are always going to be people on the other side of an argument, no matter how straightforward the argument may be to us, there will be people on the other side of it. So I say all that to say that for whatever reason, she don't think that we are supposed to have a differing opinion from hers about her boyfriend. Because, that's her boyfriend. It ain't our boyfriend. I don't go that way. Okay. So I don't love Nesto the way Sonya loves Nesto, right? I don't even like Nesto. Okay. So there's that. And like or love has nothing to do with it when we are able to see what the evidence is, what his past is, what he's capable of, and the stories of people like I Am Hazel, Savannah, Nova Savannah, who have dealt with Nesto, right? And everything that we heard about him lines up with the evidence and with the charges. Hello, we're not slow. We are not slow. I'm just saying, Prima Wanda, it all lines up. Okay. It all lines up. Well, Kiss My Sass says, I don't think she knows the difference in accountability and negativity, to be honest. Even with the evidence, just stupid. Yes, she is. She's very dumb. She's very dumb. Okay. Hey, let's talk about it all. Say, right, the actual ones that did the deed of sleeping with each other. Yeah, right. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I'm supposed to have the same affection for this motherfucker because you fucked him. Make that make sense. Sign your fuck Nesto and fell in love. Now I gotta fall in love with this motherfucker. That makes no god doggone sense to me. I'm just saying. Anyway, let's listen to some more of this bullshit.
And the wife and calling her all this, that, and the other, and making her like feel like, you know,
Right.
she was on something, you know what I'm saying, trying to blame it on her. Still wasn't blaming you. They were blaming you for the criminal activities. But as far as the relationships going and all that stuff, they were just making her look bad and not the person they thought was the other woman. You know what I'm saying? They said little of anything about Erica, right? When they bragged thinking it was Erica. But then, so now they're trying to say, oh, it's your fault. They're not together anymore. Trying to say my fault. And I'm sitting here like,
Man, you can't be
how was it my fault?
How was it your fault? Okay, hold on. How was it your fault that you knew he was married and continued to talk to him and fuck him even though he had a wife? And even though said wife was Edith, okay, and the pretend wife was Shirley, he still had a wife, okay, that you didn't bother to ask about, or at least that's what you told V. Lenore, that you didn't bother to ask whether or not he was single, okay, which to me sounds like some bullshit, okay, but also the fact that he didn't volunteer the information while he was in the back of the RV with you is also disturbing. Okay, the fact that you said out of your own mouth he told you to go in the back and take your clothes off, and your desperate, lonely ass went back and took your clothes off after the second date. Can we? What are we doing? What are we doing, y'all? What are we doing? Why is she saying the things she's saying? I don't understand. Y'all help me out. Y'all help me out. Okay. I don't understand. Ducky Dexter, thank you so much for the member milestone. Ducky Dexter has been rocking with the tribe for 15 months. 15 months! Time flies when you're having fun with the tribe. She says, Native, have an amazing week. See you at the trial. Yes, y'all want to come down to the courthouse on the 16th with me? Huh? Y'all want to come down to the 16th? Oh, on the 16th, your boy is going to be down there. Okay? If y'all want to come down, come down. Shit, y'all, you'll see me. You know my face. You know who I am. If you don't know my face, you'll recognize my voice. So come on down. Okay, Ducky Dexter's gonna be there. That's all I'm saying. Ducky Dexter's gonna be there. But thank you for 15 months of membership, and also Furnace Fred would like to thank you as well.
Hey, you have been a member for a while. Thank you for sticking around.
Ducky Dexter, thank you for 15 months of membership. Time flies when you are having fun with the tribe. Janetta says, I don't think Edith is wrapped too tight. Why would she sit back and watch him marry all those women knowing he's still married to her? I don't know. That is an awesome question. That is actually an awesome question. It really is. I don't know. And you might be right. She might not be wrapped too tight, Janetta. Never thought about it. Us seniors need love too, says, good afternoon, Native and Tribe. Just got in from church. Welcome in, us seniors need love too. And listen, everybody else that was able to make it in after church, thank you for coming through. I appreciate you so much. Okay. I Revive says she's terrible at everything, including being a mistress. How are you terrible? How are you terrible at being a mistress? I don't understand how in the hell, I don't understand how you could be bad at that. God, dog. You would think that would be easy to do, right? You would think that'd be an easy job. I revise. I don't know. She is bad at everything. Okay. Attitude and Tylenol. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says I'll be there too. Already cleared my work day. Yeah. It's gonna be a party at the courthouse. Y'all come down. Y'all come down and rock with us. Okay. Y'all come down and rock with us. Thank you for the super chat, Attitude and Tylenol. I appreciate that. Okay. My bill says, was it even a second date? No, I guess my bill, it was not a date, so to speak. It was a meetup. I guess it was a meetup. Yeah, I guess. Good point. Good point. Tanya B here. Thank you for the super chat. She says, thank you, Native. 2155. Thank you. Thank you, Tanya B here. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Say J says it wasn't a date. He didn't even buy her a number. He just met up with her the next day and she was down. That's what happens when you're desperate, when you're lonely, and when you have low self-esteem. Ladies, am I right? When you are a woman and you are on the second time meeting a person willing to go to the back and take your clothes off, you are having issues with self-esteem, right? Because let's be real about this. We're not talking about this man had intentions of being with her, right? The self-esteem was low, the loneliness kicked in, right? She went to the back and she took her clothes off. Yeah, that's what that was. That is what that was. Jet Black Straight says, can some of our tribe cousins go live from outside the courtroom, so we can have some visuals? That's probably going to be a thing. That is probably going to be a thing. Hello, Siri Colette. How are you? Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. DC Lively says, was Edith even aware of all the other co-wives? I don't know. It's hard to say, right? It is hard to say. I Revive says, a competent mistress would have made sure Nasty kept access to his money. Shirley Strawberry. That is correct. And not run her off. That is correct. Leroy said, did y'all see that Ebony gave the Popo an interview? I did not see that, Leroy. No, I did not. Thank you for putting that on my radar, because no, I did not. Nope. But I'll be on the lookout for that. Okay. Barry Muffin says, and allegedly met him on a dating app. Right. Exactly. Petty Garden Girl says she mistakenly thought he was attracted to her, but slid the used silicone dillies on her and turned her all the way out. Like, turned all the way out. You know what I mean? Like, she ain't just turned out a little bit. She turned out all the way. My God. Janetta says, I think Edith was at the wedding to Shirley from what Nesto said. And if so, Janetta, she's not wrapped too tight. You're right. You are right. First of all, marrying Nesto is an indication that she ain't wrapped too tight. But let's listen.
Because, that you sound stupid thinking that shit. I'm like, that's all the bloggers keeping that shit out there. They could have talked about anything but the relationship. They could have just, talked about the case. They want to talk about the case or talk about you, but they kept dragging her because they want to drag Steve.
Right.
So they want to drag Steve so bad because they hate the fact that this man is successful, this man is paid, this man's got a beautiful wife. When they out in public, they look like everything is perfect. When real life, no matter what.
Nope, you're wrong again, Sonya. The reason why I can't stand Steve Harvey has nothing to do with him being fucking successful. It has everything to do with the fact that he is a Trump supporter, okay? The fact that he came out and did a whole photo op with Donald Trump behind some bullshit that Donald Trump didn't do. That's my problem with Steve Harvey. Nothing to do with the fact, I mean, there are a lot of successful people in the world, and it will be a waste of energy to be upset because somebody else is successful. Success is based on point of view, right? You don't have to be rich to be successful. You don't have to be successful to be rich. Like, you can be a man who takes care of his home, a man who doesn't cheat on his wife, a man who raises his kids, and you can be successful. Money has nothing to do with success. And those successful people that base success on money aren't really successful at all. Now, you can reach a level of success and fame and have money and all those things. That is very true. But money doesn't always have to equate success, because there are people with money who are ignorant, who are racist, who are xenophobic, who are misogynist, right? Transphobic. They hate everybody, but they got money. I don't consider those people successful, Elon Musk. Okay. I don't consider them to be a success, because to be a success in life means that you contribute to other people being successful. You cannot contribute to the success of others if you are hateful. You cannot contribute to the success of others if you are a xenophobe, if you are a person who hates women, who hates black people. You're not contributing to the success of others when you are wishing for the downfall of others. So let's just be real about what success is, and let's be real about why people turned on Steve Harvey. Has nothing to do with the amount of money that he has nothing to do with the TV shows, has nothing to do with the fact that he has 8 sets of teeth, okay? Nothing to do with any of that. Everything to do with his politics and the things that he has said about black people and the black community. Absolutely disgusting. Okay? Just saying. I'm just saying. We got we got a super chat from Mai Tai. Thank you, Mai Tai, for the super chat. She says, "OMG Native, you will see Judge tap tap on the gavel, baby." Yes, yes. Tap tap on the gavel, baby. That's right. That's right. We gonna be there, Mai Tai. We gonna be there. Okay, it's gonna be a thing. It is going to be a thing. Make Beauty Forever says on how he did Monique. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Steve Harvey is trash, and it has nothing to do with him being successful. It has nothing to do with him being married to Marjorie. It has nothing to do with how much money he has. It has everything to do with his character and the way that he has done people around him, including one of the greatest comedians of all time, Bernie Mac. You can look it up. Steve Harvey did that man dirty. Okay? That's why I don't like Steve Harvey. Okay? All right? Well, Sleepy Libra, there's a lot going on there, okay? I don't know. Let's listen to some more.
Kind of money you got and how cute anybody is. Everybody, clashes here and there. That's just, real life, But because, they want to hate and try to destroy him, which is just, this is why they do what they do, is to try to destroy him, and he ain't did nothing to these people, but they just keep at it. They want to just, so now you're trying to say, oh, poor her now. Y'all should have thought poor her in the very beginning when all of this went down. Like, y'all was just adamant to talk.
You should have said poor her when you were trying to tell the lawyer not to talk to her. You should have said poor her when you were trying to tell the lawyer that you and Nesto were just friends, and that the only thing you had to do with it was being a supportive friend. That's when you should have said poor her, when you was lying. Okay? Okay? Ms. Lady, look up, this is what you can do. Look up Steve Harvey, Bernie Mac, and you'll find out a lot about him, okay? Look up Steve Harvey's view on slavery. Look up Steve Harvey, Donald Trump, and you'll find everything you need to know about Steve Harvey, and it has nothing to do with his money or success. It has to do with the fact that he is trash all the way around, okay? I said 8 sets of teeth, Primo Wanda. Let's listen.
About her so badly, and until she was distraught, and now it's your fault, Sonya. How the fuck it's not? It's not my fault. It's y'all fault. I ain't said one bad word about her. I didn't put this out here. I didn't jeopardize her job. I wasn't trying to interfere in their relationship. I was over in the corner in Florida minding my damn business.
You all think that you know Nesto, but you don't. You just listen to the bloggers and their narratives. 99% of all bloggers are wrong. 85% of you know that. So now, here you are about to listen to some dude named Native Tribe. Well, I don't like him. I demand that you listen to me right now.
Y'all see how it blended right into what she's saying? Y'all see how y'all ain't even realized that the cartoon had started and the call had ended? Y'all see the way she just angry and mad? Just angry and mad all the damn time. You know what I'm saying? You know, 99% of all bloggers be lying. 85% of y'all know the shit. She makes up statistics even in the cartoon. Huh? I'm just saying, y'all ain't even realize that the cartoon started and the call had stopped. It all just blended in together because this heifer mad and this heifer just angry and she want to talk about everybody on YouTube. It's all YouTube fault. It's all the bloggers' fault. See how that worked? Y'all didn't even realize it until you looked up and said, oh shit, that's the cartoon. That's the cartoon. What the fuck? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, Kingdom of Kush. Like I'm just saying, like we, you know, that's what we doing over here. Blaming everybody. Okay. A whole lot of mocha says when Steve was on the radio in LA and married to his previous wife, you should have heard how he pumped her up to be the best woman in the world, then trashed her when he met Marjorie. Oh, I know a whole lot of mocha. I know Marjorie's the greatest thing since sliced bread, but so is every other woman that he's fucked with, right? Everybody is the greatest, okay? Miss T says the bear should have kicked some dust on her at the end just because. I didn't think of that, Miss T. I really didn't. But you're right. That should have been a thing. Let's listen.
What the fuck are y'all talking about?
That's just some shit that on your thing they talk to you about. Correct.
I mean, it spills over from their shit. It's still. I don't even watch other people's channel. I don't even go over and look at on what they're saying. I don't even do that because it's all negative. You know, for the most part, it's all. They don't know what they're fucking talking about. A lot of it's just guessing, like when prosecutors are in court trying to guess what happened. It's the same thing. They trying to sit here and try to guess. They try to listen to a phone call and say, okay, so what they really mean is this. And, you know, the one girl said last night, they're going to subpoena me, Lamont, and Dion, trying to say, you know, it's everybody in cahoots with some shit. I'm like, well, where's the crime at, you dumbass? Because all his charges is him and on some date shit.
Didn't Sonya get subpoenaed? Hey, Sonya, before you start calling people dumbasses, didn't Sonya get subpoenaed, y'all? Or am I imagining this right now? Or did Sonya not get subpoenaed? Just saying. I'm just saying. Let me think about this real quick. I believe Sonya got subpoenaed, right? Right? I'm just okay. All right. Okay. All right. Maybe I'm just maybe it was just my imagination running away with me. Maybe that's what it was because I could have swore that Sonya got subpoenaed. So Sonya, I believe that whoever this quote unquote girl was, you owe her an apology for calling her a dumbass because you did get subpoenaed. Stupid. I don't know. Like Hoover said, maybe you shouldn't have been talking on the phone so much. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Tiny B here. Mm-hmm.
Other than the other chick, you know, the business partner out of state. So how are Lamont and all of us supposed to be involved in him and some chick that said she, you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't even make sense what y'all fucking talking about because she ain't mentioned she met anybody. So what are you even talking about? Like y'all sound real stupid. And I told them, quit playing with people's freedom. Quit saying shit out your mouth. You know? If you don't know what it is, then don't say anything. The only person that can speak on it is two people involved. It's him and the person that's making the complaint.
And you, right? You can speak on it, right? It's okay for you to speak on it, but the rest of us got to quote unquote shut our mouth. I tell you what, son, come shut it. Come shut my mouth. I would love to see. 49 years of life, ain't nobody been able to shut my mouth yet. Ain't nobody been able to shut my mouth yet. And I don't think it's about to start with Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm still here and I'm still talking. V. Lenore's here. She's still talking. Legacy Moon is here. She's still talking. Houston Foodie's still talking. Nyla's still talking. And as a matter of fact, Fran is talking. And Fran is talking to, I don't know, Will Wooten and shit. You know what I'm saying? So ain't nobody shut their mouth yet. Okay? All right. Okay. Let's listen.
Everybody else just shut the fuck up. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. That's the only people that can talk. He spoke first. He ain't said nothing. He gonna talk when he go to court. That's how that goes. Well, with these you're not supposed to say shit till you get until your lawyer's in front of you. You're not supposed to talk to the police about shit. Even if you get pulled over for a ticket, you're not supposed to say anything. The lawyer will tell you, don't say nothing to the police. Period. I want a lawyer. Anything past license registration, you're not supposed to say, you know how fast you were going? I ain't supposed to say speed limit. They tell you, don't say, I was going 80.
They're talking to you like you're a lawyer.
Listen, only thing I say to them, I said the only thing I can.
Houston Foodie is in the house, y'all. Okay, Houston Foodie. Let me ask you a question. Are you still talking about Sonya? I mean, I know the answer to the question, but I'm gonna ask you anyway because Sonya said that we all need to shut the fuck up. And Houston Foodie, I'm just wondering, are you still talking? Because I think I saw your last upload, and I think you're still talking. Just curious, just curious if the wrath of Sonya has made you shut the fuck up. I don't think it has, but Houston Foodie, feel free to chime in. Okay.
Say if I can say what the warrant reads and my opinion of what the warrant reads. I said, because other than that, I don't know what's going on. He can't talk. So other than that, I can't say shit because I wasn't there. I can only speak on what the warrant is saying and how I feel about the warrant, how it doesn't make sense. And how, if he's trying to say this, that, and the other, where's the supporting evidence? How come he has not been indicted? What are we waiting on? If y'all so gun-ho at this one little statement leads to all of this other stuff, then what it is. What is it? Where's it at? And then when she reported the car back in June. Back in June, how come she didn't report everything? Because everything she's talking about happened before June. So why didn't she go to South Fulton and report it all? If everything she's stating is a crime.
Houston Foodie said, "Hey, Native, tell Sonya, hey, for me on the 16th. I doubt very seriously if this little scared little coward is going to be there because she gonna be outnumbered and she ain't got enough eyes to roll at all of us. So I don't think she's gonna be there. But if she is, Houston Foodie, I will definitely tell her that you said hello. Okay." Muffin 218, thank you so much for the super chat. Says Muffin 218 says the tribe knows. Absolutely, you doggone right. And Houston Foodie, thank you so much for the super sticker. I do appreciate you. All right. Yeah, I need to shut the fuck up. They just need to shut the fuck up. They just need to shut the fuck up, okay? They don't know what's going on. They just need to shut the fuck up. I'm just saying. Chanel Heslop says, so if you admit you were not there, how come you've been able to create an alibi for him? Huh? That's correct. If you're not there, you're not involved, how is it that he don't have to say shit and you can say everything that happened? That's a very good point. That is a very good point. Chanel Heslop. Ms. Lady says she is a coward. She's all mouth on these calls, but won't catch her outside. Nope, sure won't. Yeah. Mary Willis says, Native does not speak to Sonya. Now I said what I said. Listen, Mary Willis, I'm going to speak to everybody, okay? I'm going to be down there talking to everybody. Now, if they want to talk back, that's up to them. Okay? Okay? I'm gonna be down there shining. I'm gonna be down there shining, Mary Willis. That's what I'm gonna be doing, okay? All right, I'm just saying. Kimberly Bloom said, because Sonya has diarrhea of the mouth, and we are hearing it right now. And just in case you all are wondering why I call her a zesty little dude, right now what you are hearing is the zesty of the zesty. This is her at her zestiest right here, okay? She's at her zestiest right now. Listen.
I said it's not a crime. It's a civil issue. If she did, if you believe what she said, and that's not talking about what his side of the story is. If you believe what she's saying, then it's civil, flat out. But we don't know his side of the story. You don't know what the conversation was, on what exactly happened, what the agreement is. We don't know. You only know what she's saying. And it's a part two to the situation. So until we go to court and he goes to trial on all of this, we can't say anything. You can say that's her story and that's what it is. But at the same time, you got to understand how was her emotion at the time. Because she thought the dude just up and stopped talking to her and left her high and dry. So she was in her feelings. She was seeing him for a long time. He's a very likable man. So if she was emotionally, involved with him and thought that he just up and stopped speaking to her, then she could have been feeling some type of way when she was, and over-exaggerated the situation because she mad, like most women do. So we don't know. We don't know, Not taken away from anybody, but you don't know. Right now, it's just half the story out. And yeah, so y'all can't say nobody knows nothing until the whole story's out. And quit speaking on it. We'll figure out everything when we go to trial.
So how did your fund me go?
Who go?
Your fund me.
Oh, earlier I checked there was 5 on there. Somebody got 5 on it.
You hell.
Got 5 on it.
How is this not embarrassing? How are either one of them laughing about this? Like, for real. The whole setup to the GoFundMe was that there were so many people that were on his side. People are wanting to write him letters. People are wanting to tell him to keep his head up. People are, doing all these different things and supporting and reaching out to her and calling her. And there's $5 in the GoFundMe at this time. On December the 21st of 2023, there's $5. Okay. $5. And yes, JM55, this fool said, how'd you fund me? You fund me. You fund me. Okay. How you fund me go? Okay. $5, Ms. Mad About Music, is all she had from all the supporters. Keep your head up. What's his address so I can write him a letter? We are supposed to believe that the public is rallying behind Nesto, but only $5 on December the 21st. Now, we know that it got to around $100, and all $100 of those was people except for one person. Everybody else was putting in money just so they could leave Sonya a message roasting her and roasting Nesto. Even Nyla got in on it. You know what I mean? But we're supposed to believe that the public was rallying behind him when on December the 21st, it was $5. Okay. Okay. I'm just $5. Okay. Yeah. Jet Black Straight, stop laughing. Stop laughing. Okay. Just saying. Kimberly Bloom says she's an elf dominatrix. Sorry. This wasn't what I was expecting. Okay. Kimberly Bloom says she's an elf dominatrix. There's space for that on OnlyFans. Thank me later, girl. Okay. All right. I don't know why you know that or how you know that, but okay. All right, whatever. Analytical One says, I put 5 on it to roast and then requested a refund. Yes, indeed. A lot of people did that. Analytical One. The Woman He Chose says, those are the facts. And everybody got a refund when GoFundMe found out who it was for. Absolutely. So it went nowhere. But they're like, nah, I thought this was the most important story in the black community, Sonya. That's what you said. You said it was the most important story in the black community, but you got $5 on December the 21st. Mm-hmm. JMM55, thank you for the super chat. Says side hen ain't that bright as it is, and Nesto is taking her few brain cells that are left. Lord have mercy, why is he doing that? JMM55, thank you for the super chat. I do appreciate that. Let's listen to some more brain cells die out.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I'm excited to say, hold on, I got to look and see where it's at, because it's in there in the face there. Yeah, I know.
They probably dog that out too.
Well, I got a lot of people that go to the Instagram and follow on the Instagram page. But no, the thing of it is I just wanted people to have an open mind and understand what exactly goes on, because people don't understand how the legal system is and how it works and how foul it is and how it's just like the land of the free. We're not free over here. They do a new bill and a new law every day saying we can't do this, we can't do that, we can't do this, we can't do that. That's not freedom. Come up with a new law for everything and every day, and now, there's no freedom over here.
Let me just break down how juvenile and stupid this statement is. Because we have laws, we don't have freedom. So in Sonya's pea brain, the fact that it's against the law to run a red light means that we don't have freedom to drive however the fuck we want to drive, right? The fact that you can't go into a store and, I don't know, take shit without paying for it. There's a law against shoplifting. So because there is a law against shoplifting, we don't have freedom. Do y'all understand how dumb this is? And do y'all understand that this is the mind of a child? This is how children think. And honestly, nowadays with the technology that we have, children don't even think like this. But I want you to think about how juvenile it is to believe that because we have laws that govern our country, the fact that every civilized country in the world has laws, she says that we're not free because you can't just go to a football game and walk in without a ticket because that is theft of service and you'll go to jail. But the fact that you go to jail for that means that we ain't free. Are y'all picking up what she's putting down? Jay Blake says she's an idiot. Boy, if there's a consensus today on this Strawberry Sunday that Sonya is an idiot, okay? I've been hearing it all day. I've been hearing it all day that she's an idiot. Okay, that seems to be the consensus, that you have to, in order for you to be free, you got to be able to just do whatever you want to. Walk outside, slap your neighbor, okay? All right, just slap them. All right, because if you can't just walk outside and slap your neighbor and be charged with assault, then that means that we don't live in a free country, because there are laws against slapping your neighbor. See? We're not free because Nesto can't just be out here running amok on the city of Atlanta. We're not free because Nesto can't just take whatever he wants to, touch whoever he wants to, and carry around images of children doing obscene things. We don't live in a free country. Y'all got it? Do y'all understand the level of dumb we're dealing with? Do y'all get it yet? I think you do, because y'all been calling this woman an idiot all god doggone day. Okay, so I think you get it. But let's listen.
It's just wordplay. They just say it out loud, and we're supposed to believe that this is the land of the free and opportunity. There's no opportunity unless you're white and Jewish. It's not opportunity for all. It's pick and choose who we like.
That's true.
It is. And just like this one prosecutor, okay, so she was a prosecutor, and then she was she's a criminal defense attorney now. And she went in, my friend had posted it today, She went in on the whole system, how it's rigged, how when they go in front of the grand jury, it's one-sided, that the defense can appear, but they can't say anything. It's whatever the prosecutor want to say and twist to make those charges stick so they can get an indictment. And that is foul. It should be an argument between both parties to argue both, you know, situations, and then the grand jury should vote on if there's enough for us to charge. It should never be no one-sided situation because the prosecutor only has one goal, and that's to indict whether a person in most cases are guilty or innocent, and that's what they need to realize. It's not even about innocence or guilty. It's just about sticking it to somebody. If it was about that, then it'd be okay, no problem. If prosecutors played fair, it'd be no problem. But they don't.
She put that out there today?
I saw it today, yeah. I saw it today. Yeah, that shit is crazy. She was pissed. But I mean, she should have known that as a prosecutor. How they move. But that's how a lot of prosecutors end up being defense attorneys because they can't take how crooked the prosecution office is. And this is what's odd to me. Fannie, what's her name? Fannie Lewis? Fannie Mae? What's Fannie? What's Fannie T? What's the prosecutor name? Fannie whatever?
Something like that.
The fact that neither one of these stupid people can remember the name Fonnie Willis is all you need to know. Okay? If you have been following this case for a day, a year, or 2 years, the fact that they don't know Fonnie Willis, right? The fact that they can't say her name. Okay? Now, to me, this is being done on purpose by Sonya because Sonya knows that her name is Fonnie Willis because she said Fonnie Willis. Then she turned it to Fonnie Mae because, see, that's the way that you disrespect black women. See, there are certain things that, when it comes to black women, have always been a way of disrespect. One of the things that you disrespect a black woman is by her name. The other way that you disrespect black women is by their hair. You talk about their hair. Oh, she nappy headed. Oh, look at her hair. This is what the white supremacist handbook for disrespecting black women consists of. Talk about their name, right? And you also go after their hair. Okay. Why do we have to continually hear Kamala, Kamala, Kamala when we know her name is Kamala? Right? But we can't just say Kamala. No, the disrespect that we have to show her is by calling her out of her name and calling her something that is not her name. So this is out of the white supremacist handbook for how to disrespect black women, right? What's her name? Fonnie Mae? Fonnie? No, the first thing you said was Fonnie Willis, so you know damn well her name is Fonnie Willis. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do, Dr. Charles. And Sonya is a part of that white supremacist mentality when it comes to it. So she's going to say, "What's her name?" And notice also the way that they also do to disrespect black women, and Sonya does this a lot. As a matter of fact, she's done this on this call, is they don't call black women, they call them girls. So anytime Sonya talks about another black woman that she doesn't like, she's going to call her a female or a girl. Never a woman. That's what they do. That's what they do. Okay? I'm just saying.
Right. Her father was a Black Panther. So it's real weird to me that she would work in the prosecutor's office, being that prosecutors go after black people wrongfully more than any other race. And you was raised by your dad, and your dad was a Black Panther.
Give me numbers, Sonya. Give me numbers. And first of all, tell me how a prosecutor who did not arrest anybody, okay? Tell me how a prosecutor goes after people. Explain that first. Then explain to me how it is that you had Bobby Seale run for office, right? Bobby Seale was the founder of the Black Panther, but Bobby Seale ran for office. Why? Because in Bobby Seale's mind, he's thinking that if there's anybody that can change the system, it is somebody who has fought against the system. Right? There have been many former Black Panthers who have run for government offices. And the reason why is because if when you dissect the system to the point where Bobby Seale and Huey Newton had the system dissected, then you know what changes need to be made from the inside out. They tried to make a difference from the outside in and saw that it wasn't effective. So it makes perfect sense that a Black Panther would run for office. It makes perfect sense that a man who raised his daughter as a Black Panther, that daughter saw and heard about what was wrong with government and sought to change that from the inside out. So unlike you, it makes perfect sense to me, but then again, I'm smart. Pebble Lane, I was about to mention Bobby Rush. Okay. Bobby Rush, another former Black Panther that ran for office. Okay. Okay. We good, Sonya? We good? We good? You hate me even more than you hated me before we started this shit? I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure. Let's listen.
He was everything Black, and which most Black Panthers was against government because government was built.
Black Panthers were not against government. Let's be completely real about this. Black Panthers were not against government. I need this heifer to pick up a book. Black Panthers were against the wrongs that were happening in the Black community. Whether it be government or whether it be outside forces, they were not against government. The Black Panther Party started in 1966 to protect against police brutality. Not against the government. Now, what happened in turn because of that was that the government started to go after Black Panthers. They did not start out as anti-government. They started out as anti-wrong. They saw the way that the police were beating and brutalizing Black people in Oakland, and that is what caused the formation of the Black Panthers. They were not anti-government. They were not anti-white. They were anti-wrong. They saw the wrongs and wanted to make them right. It was Ronald Reagan who passed gun legislation when they saw that the Black Panthers were openly carrying firearms in California because it was lawful to do so. So Ronald Reagan decided that he needed, as the governor of California, to change those laws to keep these scary looking Black people in leather vests, leather jackets, and berets from walking around with shotguns. So the government was anti-Black Panther. The Black Panthers were not anti-government. Okay? Of course we have to mention Elaine Brown. I love Elaine Brown, Miss Boogie Down. I do. Okay? Of course we got to mention Elaine Brown. Shout out to Elaine Brown for all the things that Elaine Brown has contributed. Absolutely, Miss Boogie Down. Mixtures Monica, thank you for the super chat. Says, hey, y'all, in the bushes, Boneytail, you should send more emails to Mr. Woo Woo and his team and see how that works out for you. Sonya Beeline. Thank you for the super chat, Mixtures Monica. You are correct. Okay. But I think that, when we talk about things that we don't know about, it only makes us sound more and more dumb, right? Because she's wrong about the Black Panthers. She's completely wrong about the Black Panthers. And she's wrong about the reaction that we should have. The Black Panthers, again, were not anti-government. So the fact that you had Bobby Rush and the fact that you had Elaine Brown and you had all these people, Bobby Seale included, the founder of the Black Panther, all finding themselves in government positions and running for government offices, it only makes sense that the people that fought against the system would want to change the system from the inside out. Okay? Okay.
To destroy us, not to support us, not to help us, but to destroy Black people, especially any Black person that's considered to be strong out here. And that's what's so crazy, My father raised me. My mother was there, but I don't remember. She didn't say much of nothing. And I think that's why, let me tell you, and I think this is why I am the way I am. Because my mother never said not one bad thing about women when I was growing up. She was never one of them bitter Black women that said anything ill about a female. So we grew up being very positive towards females. We always like you first. You know what I'm saying? Whether you prettier than me, not pretty, whatever you are, thinner, better, whatever, I always love you first. You know?
You are 86 pounds. Nobody is thinner than you except an embryo. Like an embryo, or maybe like, I don't know, drinking straws, pine straws. I mean, nobody's actually thinner than you. So that wasn't really an issue, but I'll let you continue.
I'm saying I never had that female issue like a lot of these females have. And a lot of it, I think, is passed down from the bitter ass mamas. You know, that sit around the house and complain and say shit, and the kids just pick it up and go with it. Because this is what I, watched, learned, and how, my mom was. So I thank my mother for never being that person. She didn't say pretty much nothing, really. She was just there in the house. My dad.
Can you thank her now, Sonya? Can you thank her now? Or do you need a calling card and the country code for Bolivia to thank her? Because she left you. She left your daddy. She didn't say much, but she got her ass up out of your crazy ass house. You left that part out. That part. I'm just saying.
I'm talking about everything about life and men and, work for yourself and this, that, and the other. And, he was always the person in my ear and never trust white people. He was just like, on everything, And I used to be like, all right, Dad. So it's just weird that she's not more of an activist person or a defense attorney, that she went prosecution, because everybody knows prosecutors don't give a fuck about black people. None of them.
And I'm going to be completely real with you. That does happen in the prosecutor's office. However, the thing about a black woman prosecutor in the city of Atlanta, where you have a high rate of black people committing crimes, if black people are committing crimes against black people, there are still crimes, even though the perpetrator is black. Do I need to say that again? Do I need to say that black homeowners in Atlanta don't want their property vandalized, don't want to have to worry about break-ins, don't have to want to worry about people walking around with weapons, committing armed robberies? Do I have to say that black people want to be safe? All of Nesto's victims were black. Can we make this make sense? All of Nesto's victims were black. And we have a black woman that wants to protect black households in Atlanta. High population of black people. But Sonya finds something wrong with that because the perpetrators are black. I don't give a damn if you black, white, or if you that man that was in that video that Legacy Moon showed. Okay? The job of the prosecutor's office is to protect the community. And if that means putting black people who commit crimes in jail, well, so be it. So be it. I don't care. Am I safe? Are you going to devalue my property value because you're making my neighborhood and my community unsafe to live in? See, the problem is that black people believe that we just supposed to love crime and we just supposed to be so in love with crime and criminals. Don't snitch. No snitching. Don't snitch on black people because, we would rather have criminals running around here than to have a safe place for our children to play. Don't snitch on the drug dealers at the park because we want them to be there, but we don't care if our children can get outside and swing on the swings in safety without having to duck bullets. Huh? Don't snitch. Don't tell on them drug dealers because they're black. Huh? What are we saying here? Criminality is a part of our culture, and people aren't supposed to want to do anything about the criminals that are in our communities. That's what we're saying. Because I promise you, when the robbery started happening up there in Buckhead, see, it was fine in Bankhead, but it was a problem in Buckhead. Do y'all understand what I'm saying, or do I need to lay out the geography of Atlanta one more time for you? Because see, Bankhead had all kind of criminality happening down there, and nobody said a word because it's expected. But oh, when you started going up to Buckhead and having some issues over there, how with all the luxury apartments and shit, now it's a problem and it's on the news. Help me out, Pen Pal 50. I'm just trying to understand where she's coming from with this bullshit. Yeah, that's all. That's all I'm trying to do, is trying to understand where she's coming from with this bullshit. That Fonnie Willis is not supposed to touch black people when black people are touching black people with crime. Yeah, I seek to understand first. Okay, let's listen.
Not of them. The whole system was created after slavery to destroy us, to enslave us in some sort of way, or disqualify us to be out here fairly surviving. Because, once you get, one chick tried to say, because we were talking about how the prosecutor kept trying to say you were violent. She gonna try to say, oh, we got an aggravated robbery conviction. Aggravated robbery, that's violent. And I was like, okay, so let me explain law to you since you know so much. First of all, he was young, he took a plea. That doesn't mean he...
Wait. She finna explain law to somebody. Sonya is on her shit today, ain't she? She is on some shit. She finna explain law. Now, let's listen to her explain what Nesto did that she don't know all the details to.
Did it. You take a plea, that don't mean you did it.
Why would you plead to a crime you ain't do?
That means they either scared you into it and told you, you're looking at 30, but if you take this 10, saying you'll be 30 years old by the time you get out. If you know law, how they...
Exactly what happened.
He got scared into saying that he did a robbery that he didn't do, y'all. He was frightened into it. They frightened Nesto, y'all. Okay? They frightened him. He was scared. He didn't know what else to do except say, I did it. He was so scared, he forgot that he didn't do it, y'all. Okay, Trina, too? Okay? Okay.
I said, he could have been with somebody who he had no idea was about to do something fucking reckless. And they did it. Because my ex was like that. My ex went out with his friend. And I told him, stay away from that dude. You're going to get caught up. Oh, no, that's my boy. He loved me. I'm like, you're going to get caught up. Not even 2 months later, his mom came in town. He's in jail. What happened? That same dude I told him about told him, ride with me over here. I got to pick up some money this dude owed me. So he's thinking they're going over somebody's house because somebody owes them money. That dude went over there to rob some white boys. And because he was there, he caught the aggravated robbery. He's sitting there standing there looking dumbfounded like, what the fuck is going on? Thinking, we're over here to pick up something. The guy called you and said, come pick up. He didn't know he was going to strong arm the dude, beat his ass, and try to take what was owed to him. He thinking the dude said, come on, I got you. Come get this, Caught that case, right? I was like, so you don't know the circumstances, because the circumstances around the conviction and the circumstances around the court.
So tell us more, Sonya, because it seems like you left out a lot of this story. So you mean to tell me that he was prosecuted and went to prison for a crime that he was simply there for? He wasn't the getaway driver. He didn't contribute to the violence. He didn't have nothing to do with it. He just stood around and watched it happen and went to prison. That's what you're saying. Because y'all, if y'all believe that that's the entire story, yeah, it's not. It's not. So I don't know why she's doing this. I really don't.
Court hearing is everything. I can get a murder conviction and never kill a person in my life.
No, you can't.
Life. Two ways. Either I'm innocent and they got me guilty on some lies, or I could have been out with somebody and they killed somebody and I just happened to be there and I got caught up in the shit.
They wouldn't charge you with murder. They charge you as an accessory to murder. Okay.
So you can hit a charge and not be responsible for the charge. That's how this fucking system works. There's no justice in the justice system. Because that is justice. It's just so you don't know.
Yeah, I see that all the time, every day.
I'm sure you do, Nesto. I'm sure you do. Attitude and Tylenol. Thank you so much for the super chat. Attitude and Tylenol says, Fran played a video this morning where a man said he was coerced into pleading guilty to being a child predator. He was 70 something and sounded like Nesto. They can't read, but all have the same book. Right. So again, are we not being legally represented? Are we all sovereign citizens and feel like we can represent ourselves? Because what lawyer is going to allow this to happen if you weren't a child predator? You see what I'm saying? What lawyer is going to sit there and say, yeah, go ahead and plea out, even though they don't have any evidence against you? No, they have the evidence, obviously, right? They have the burden of evidence and they have the burden of proof. So your lawyer disappeared. What happened? I don't understand what happened. Goddess Guab says, when she's not on the phone with Nesto, Sonya makes up all those random stories that supports her theories. She's psychotic. Yeah, obviously, this is made up. That is oddest. Obviously. I mean, it doesn't make sense, and she's leaving out a bunch of the story. I mean, a bunch of the story. He was there, he didn't do anything, and he went to prison. That's what we're supposed to believe, right? Miss Boogie Down says, so I guess Gucci Mane is a snitch and Pooh Shiesty is innocent and his weird ass daddy too, who was just there during the crime. Just, just sitting around. That's all. Just sitting around. That's it. That's all. Yeah. Let's listen.
You don't know that. That's why you got to speak when you go to court. You got to talk. So get your talk up. And you don't have to sound anything but sincere and truthful. That's it. You're going to have to talk. And speak on that first. Get that out. Whatever happened 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, that's that. That was the past.
Notice that she said you just have to sound sincere. She didn't say you have to tell the truth. So a sincere lie is what is going to get you off of the charges and not the truth. You just have to go in and sound sincere. You left off, you got to go in there and tell the truth, right? That's kind of convenient, right? Okay, all right.
It is what it is. Whatever, dumb, young and dumb, whatever. Didn't know no better, whatever. Or, however, because you never told me the story, but just, and I was telling them, like, y'all need to stop thinking that. The circumstances around everything. That's why until somebody sits there and say, I actually did that shit, and this is how I went in there, and I always side-eye everything because there's always more to it. And if you're not involved in criminal justice, you don't know. You just know the headline, and that's it. And you just go on with the headline. Convicted of murder. Convicted of this. Convicted of that. And you just write and say, oh, he did that shit. No, that doesn't mean he did that shit. That can mean he got scared and didn't go to trial because he was looking at death penalty and he decided to take life instead of a death penalty, and everything was stacked against him. He got scared. He didn't know, and so he took the plea. So it doesn't necessarily mean.
There's a lot of that every day.
That's mainly what that shit is. 90% of their convictions is pleas.
Yeah, it's a lot of that now.
It's pleas. And it's the fear they put in front of you, because they did that shit to me a couple times. I'm just going to have to take this plea. So if you take this plea, then we're going to dismiss this. That's what they did because one of my sisters that got arrested with me. If you take this plea, we'll drop her charges, this, that, and the other, and then you take this, that, and the other. And she wasn't guilty either way, you know what I'm saying, at all. But that's how they get you. When I was 22, 23, like grass, I got shot and shit. But, it's crazy. Young, dumb, you don't know no better. And if you don't have a parent that know better to kind of help you, because your lawyers, like you know how your lawyers are, can give you bad advice because they don't give a fuck. Even if you pay for it, they still can give you bad advice because they don't give a fuck. So, but I happen to have had an attorney that cared about me, and was been on my boy at the same time. And my boss was my boss. He was my good friend and my boy.
Oh, okay. So you was fucking the lawyer. Okay, all right. I mean, it makes sense, Sonya. It makes sense because apparently, you be fucking all your boys. Okay, that's because ain't Nesto your boy? Didn't she say Nesto was her boy too? So she be fucking her boys. I mean, lawyer was a boy and cared about her and shit. So she was fucking him too. All right, good to know. That dude 06, thank you so much for the super chat. That dude 06 says, "Oh sure, Sonya. Yet Nesto has the aggravated conviction, and all of his current charges are civil. Yet not one judge said, 'Hey, why is this here? This is civil.' This motherfucker. I'm done. Okay." Thank you for the super chat, that dude 06. But yeah, you're right. It's just everything is against Nesto. Nesto ain't never did shit and don't do shit. You know what I'm saying? He just in there for, for the sake of having a motherfucker to lock up. That's all. That's all it is. Yeah. Kimberly Bloom has gifted 5. Count them. 5 Native Tribe Urban Media memberships, y'all. Yes, indeed, Kimberly Bloom, helping the family to grow. Southern Child of God is now a member. Simply V 2000 is here as a member. Miss HLS is now a member. The revealing of Katia J. Wow, that sounds exciting. Is now a member of the tribe. That sounds like a book. Is that a book? Sounds like a book. Dre's Knocked Knees is now a member of the tribe. Y'all, welcome the newest members of the tribe. Okay, everybody here is here due to the memberships that were gifted by Kimberly Bloom. You all have a special guy by the name of Furnace Fred, who would like to welcome you all to the tribe.
Welcome to the tribe. Just remember, if you are going to put your feet up, take your shoes off first.
Yeah, it ain't official until the bear waves at you, so you all are official like a referee's whistle. Okay, thank you all. You all can thank Kimberly Bloom for the memberships. Thank you, Kimberly Bloom, for helping the family to grow. All right, y'all. We only got a little bit left in call number 2, and then, like I said, we're going to pick up call number 3 tomorrow on. I'll do it on Monday. So let's get through this.
So, I was lucky. You know what I'm saying? I jokey back then and shit, so. But it's just that's all. But, hey, you got court, you got motions filed. You got a court hearing coming up within the next couple of weeks.
It ain't no date yet, though, is it? It ain't no date.
No, not yet. It's no dates. It's just the motion that's in. So they have 10 days to set a date, I think. But everybody always asks, how you doing? How are you managing? How are you feeling? They all say, a lot of them say, tell you hi. Keep your head up. Stay positive. That you're lucky that you got somebody to stand in your corner on this. Some people like, you need to just don't talk to him at all because he's got a wife. And I'm like, okay, well, she called me.
Hey, man,
She called me and tell me to step down. She got it. Hey, I'm good. Then she can do it. You know what I'm saying? But until then, I'm not about to just have him just hanging by himself out here like for real. This is not an easy thing for a person. And it's not.
So what you're saying is that the only way that you would leave Nesto alone is if Shirley Strawberry, let me understand this, Sonya. This sounds so fucking dumb, which is your brand at this point. Shirley Strawberry has to call you and say, step down. You, the woman that is fucking her alleged husband, is supposed to call you like she got your motherfucking number, right? And she's supposed to say, step down. Hey, hun, step down. That's what's supposed to happen in order for you to quit fucking with Nesto. Okay. All right. You got it? Pen Pal 50? You got it? That's the only way. Okay? That's the only way that's going to happen. Is if Shirley Strawberry has to pick up. Not that I know you're married and I fucked your husband and that was wrong of me, so let me step down. No. Shirley Strawberry has to call you and tell you to step down. That's the only way. Okay. Alrighty. All right.
Easy thing for most families. A lot of families fall out and don't last. And that's what they bank on too. support. You know, nobody coming in there with no support. Nobody with a voice. And then they like to do things, you know, and try to get away with it. And the only time it come to light is when somebody dies, you know. Because that one boy that died in there that was all those fucked up conditions in his cell, had his family been talking to him on the regular, it could have been known before it went to him dying in there. But they didn't come around till he died, and they was trying to get the money grabbed. Ooh, now we can sue for millions because he dead. But where were you at before he died?
You don't know the circumstances, Sonya. He might have been possibly like Nesto, because Nesto family damn sure ain't fucking with him. Maybe he was in and out of jail. Maybe he had promised them a lot of promises that he was never going back. Maybe he built himself up to be some kind of major ass businessman that was supposed to just put everybody on and didn't. You don't know the circumstances. You only know the story. Okay? And let me just take a brief second to tell y'all, do not let anybody dictate what you should do based on your circumstance when they don't know your story. I'm going to say it again because I feel like somebody out there needs to hear this. Do not let anybody dictate to you what you should or shouldn't do based on your circumstance when they don't know your story.
When he was sitting in that filth, where were you at? How come you wasn't keeping up with his conditions while he was in jail? They probably didn't accept not one call, not one. And then when they got the death notification, oh, now we want to sue. Well, now you want to sue. But his bond was only $200. How come y'all couldn't scrape that up and get him out?
That shit crazy to me.
Yeah, his bond was $200. Y'all didn't love him enough for that, but y'all loved him enough to sue and get all that money, but y'all couldn't get him out of jail or refused to. Nobody, 10 of y'all couldn't come up with $10 or $50 a piece, anything? Like, for real? Y'all just let him sit his ass in jail and then he died. And now y'all want that money.
That's how I feel. I feel the same way. That's how I feel right now.
Yeah. So I'm happy you. Ooh, here come the money grab. Okay. All right, so let's go and let's sue, because now he's like, for real, but where was you at before? Yeah. You don't have not one collect call on your phone. You ain't sent a dime to commissary.
I hate it. Okay. Look, I'm going to quote Kendrick one more time. I hate a nigga hating on a nigga and they both broke. Okay. I just feel like it's appropriate to say that because this heifer ain't put no money on his lawyer at all. I hate it when a nigga hating on a nigga and they both broke. I can't take credit for that quote. That is Sir Kendrick Lamar that said that, and it applies in this situation as well. Okay. Super chat from Mixtress Monica. Thank you so much, Mixtress Monica. She says she's mad at the bloggers because y'all know she's dumb. She's a dumb liar, but Nesto doesn't know how dumb she really is. Nesto, dish your karma. Exactly. And super chat from Chick-fil-A gal. Chick-fil-A gal says, Native, you on fire. The furnace got to be cold. It bothers me some of the ways that she's so judgmental, right? She is just so fucking judgmental, but yet has not contributed a damn dime to this man's defense. The only thing she's done is get out here and windmill for him, and she got a trip down to Florida with Tasha K for her efforts. She ain't contributed shit. Okay? That just bothers me. It does. It really does. But let's listen. We're almost done with this.
You ain't did shit. Something happened or you got your hand out. Now you want to show up.
Now you want to show up.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Okay, love.
You want to show up, which is fucked up. But that's how people move these days. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can think past themselves, and that's the problem. Get off your ass and think about somebody else other than yourself. Because you're not in this world by yourself.
Look, it's Miss Lady. She's celebrating 11 months of membership. Seems like it's been longer than that, Miss Lady. Miss Lady says, I listen in awe at the level of audacity and stupidity. Exactly. Also, Miss Lady. Don't forget that part. Okay, don't forget that part. But Ms. Lady, thank you for 11 months of membership. I do appreciate all of your continued support, and so does Furnace Fred.
Hey, you have been a member for a while. Thank you for sticking around.
It's the bear. Thank you, Ms. Lady, for always supporting the channel. I do appreciate y'all. Let's finish up this call.
With some candy.
That's a new quote you needed. Hey, that's a new quote for you right there now.
Mm-hmm. You candy. By your damn self. And it was mentioned, somebody was mentioning about your gay son. Is it one of his sons gay? And something. This was last week. They were talking about your gay son. So some people apparently know people that know you or whatever. And I'm like, okay, so what are you talking about? Because they were trying to talk about the fact, and you call me right back. They were about the, when you was on Tasha K and I'm not no fat, and I was like, that's how old people talk. You gotta understand the generation.
Hey man, that's how we talk. We old.
It's not offensive, and sure it has changed over the decades. But here,
Thank you for using Global Telink.
I happen to know old people. That's not how old people talk. Okay, it's just not. It's just not. Listen, like I told y'all early in the, when we first started, we're going to go through these two calls. Call number 3 we will pick up tomorrow. Okay, we are going to pick that up tomorrow, and we will finish this out. Look, hey, let's talk about it all. Is celebrating 18 months of membership. Lord have mercy. Hey, let's talk about it all. Has been literally a day one from day one. Okay. Thank you for a year and a half of membership. She says he should know better as much as he's been in. You would think, right? You would think. You would think. But thank you, A, let's talk about it all, for always supporting the channel. I appreciate you so much. And so does Furnace Fred.
Hey, you have been a member for a while. Thank you for sticking around.
Furnace Fred sticking around, the bear sticking around. Unfortunately, I gotta go. Okay. But thank you, A. Let's talk about it all for 18 months. It has been fun rocking with the tribe. Thank you. Y'all, I'm going to get out of here. It's Sunday. I got some things to do. Thank you for coming through and hanging out with me on this Strawberry Sunday. Thank you all for contributing towards the goal. I missed your member milestone, Prima Wanda. Whoa. That's not going to stand. Hold on. I do see that now. It says, Native, you're not playing with Sonya today. I am not playing with Sonya today. I'm not. And for what she said about the Black Panthers and about me and every other blogger, fuck you. Okay? I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I had to get that off my chest, Prima Wanda. But thank you for rocking with the tribe for 16 months, Prima Wanda. Thank you. I do appreciate you so much. And thank you for reminding me that I missed it, okay? But listen, I got to get out of here, y'all. It has been fun. We are going to come back tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern time for I'll Do It on Monday. Thank you all for the subscribers. I saw my subscriber count jump up. I'm super excited about that. We gonna make it to 2,000, y'all. We gonna make it to 2,000. If you know somebody that would like something like this, if you know somebody that would like to follow this case along with the Native tribe and the tribe, send them over to this channel, okay? That's greatly appreciated. Thank you. In the meantime, like I said, I got to get out of here. Thank you to Phone Calls from Prison, who gives us this material that we break down, that we laugh at, and that we analyze in the most negative way possible. Thank you. Shout out to the Notorious Native Tribe Urban Media Mod Squad. Ladies, thank you for everything that you do to make this show what it is, all right? If you gave a super chat to get us towards that goal, if you gave a super sticker, if you went to nativetribeshop.com and picked out some Native Tribe merchandise for the summertime, I appreciate you so much. And thank you all for supporting the Native Sound. We are approaching 20,000 streams. 20,000 streams, okay? Never would have thought about that number ever. But thank you for all of your streams. Thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting. I'm out. I am out. But before I go, of course, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you are enough. You are beautiful. You are loved and you are blessed. And there isn't anything that anybody can do about that. Not even you. All right. Now, before I forget, my friend V. Lenore is coming on maybe about an hour or so. So make sure that you check out the V. Lenore show. And Legacy Moon, of course, will be on a little bit later. All right. Me, I won't be back until tomorrow. Okay. So be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for those notifications. Thank you for being here. And I hope that you have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your Sunday.
Smarter than any Carter, the fire starter, divine mindy, the water walker, a water parter, biblical yet cynical, lyrical, never minimal, perennial talent musically. This is the pinnacle, but you don't know me.
Tell them what you wanna do, homie.
I got a block full of steppers that's pulling things out the dresser. My competition is fiction, so native don't have a stressor.
Put this on your best list. The natives are restless. The only thing that can calm them down is the heaven-bound native sound. There is love, there is fire, there is freedom and desire. May you all get your crown. Get ready, ready for the native sound.
You were in the right place in the right time. You might find we can get you to your right mind. It's the native sound from the deepest underground. Dripped up, clicked up, so pass me another round. Spirit dream, bringing that swag to the team. Vocals always clean, got 'em itching like fiends. May I introduce you to this AI? This ain't what you used to. Yes, she chose to try, because why the fuck would she choose you?
Put this on your best list. The natives are restless. The only thing that can calm them down is the heaven-bound native sound. There is love, there is fire, there is freedom and desire. May you all get your crown. Get ready, ready for the native sound. Welcome to the native sound. Only come around if you wanna be down. Welcome to the native sound. Come around if you wanna be down. Welcome to the native sound. Only come around if you wanna be down.
Now come get your crown.
The native sound.